session, and not in that there's a lot that I need you guys to get through. There's just a lot for you guys to do now.
We have a rebellion to run! Or organize,
Yes.
I guess.
Oh boy.
We gotta get started, man.
Oh, we're still level 1 though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time
You are
to
level 1,
manage.
but you will level this session.
Oh.
And the only
Challenge
reason you're
accepted.
level 1 is because you guys are splitting it between 5 players.
We do nothing. Next.
If it was a 4-person game, you guys would have been 2 after that, like, that last part.
Damn.
Dang.
But
But
don't
you guys
think of
have
it
a lot
as...
of... You guys have a lot of manpower, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't think of it as having lost out on a level, but having gained a team since we got those Tengu.
You did.
Let's just keep on acquiring teams and splitting the XP between them so we never get past level 1. We just become
Oh,
an
yeah.
army of level 1s.
I talked about that before. We should try to beat the AP at level 1.
As level 1.
Speed run.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'd like to delay my level up.
Instead of holding your
delaying-
action, you hold your level.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so you guys were talking with the Tengu sisters, and that's where we left off. So in the wake of that, what are you guys doing?
Let's see. We just finished talking to the Fushi sisters, and I think
Charging battery.
we were still in that cave, and had we fully explored it?
Other than through the
I think so.
water.
Think
yeah.
so. Besides, yeah, the water.
So
And
you should probably report back.
Yeah. And I think it was pretty much, we came to an agreement that, the dead Dire Corby's sister was going to be just pretty much put in a box and then, taken out. Maybe either buried at sea or buried somewhere.
Yeah, box raft. Yeah, I thought we were gonna do like a burning body on a raft, like Viking style funeral.
Well, I believe the reason why we were kind of avoiding that is because it might be a little bit too noticeable.
We don't want to draw
Yeah,
attention to this location in any
Yeah.
way, shape, or form.
Right.
Oh,
So-
whatever.
Yeah, it was a good idea. I mean, it's a noble thought, like wanting to, send somebody off on a pyre, but their customs are strange, so they may not even care.
Otherwise, I don't know if we actually want to do anything with this, but I do have. I've been grossly carrying around with me a few corpses of some dire rats that we think we might be able to turn in for some
Yeah,
money.
that's kind of gross.
That's right. They're
But-
probably pretty ripe by now.
They're probably pretty gross by now. I might just get rid of them if that's not something we care to do. I don't think we do really want to go to the guards and draw attention to ourselves in that way.
Well, I'd be happy to do that for you if you're worried about your identity.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're not even sure they would do it. I think they said dogs or something, and these are rats. So
I guess we'd have to ask.
yeah, that's just put that out there as an option, something we can do, a little mini adventure side quest, but
Yeah,
probably won't much won't come of it either way.
yeah. All right. Well, I'm up for let's see. Yeah, going back
I guess
to
we need
report.
to report back. Yeah, that's main thing. See what, if any, suggestions they have next. I mean, we need to maybe find some more influential people to kind of get involved with the cause.
I got a couple ideas on that. But yeah, we'll take care of that, I guess, in character and upstairs if everyone is fine with heading upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep, let's go.
Yeah, I'm good.
Moving right along.
we'll have to tell. Yeah, that because we came down here
Miss
looking
Longroads.
for. Yeah, well, we came down here looking for what's his face, and he's dead. So she'll have to. She probably won't be happy about that, but. I wonder if she knew about the Tengu though.
I don't think there's any
You'll have
harm
to ask her.
telling her. Yeah. She does seem like someone we can trust, so far at least.
If she is part of the Bellflower network, I do believe that she can keep things under her hat, as it were.
Alright, we go. Cue,
Uh-huh.
moving music.
Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. Oh wait, no, that's flashback.
Bo 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 bo.
There we go.
All right. Well, you can meet back up in the coffee house.
Yes, why don't we go either upstairs or to her back office, wherever she would like to discuss. But I will grab a cup of coffee, both in game and in real life.
You madman. Is Miss Laria easily spotted?
Yeah, you can find her. And I assume you do.
Yeah, we'll go to the powwow room.
Her office.
Right.
Okay, you do. And she asks you if you found Nan.
We did, sadly.
Mort. C'est la vie.
He
She asks
is
you
no
to
longer
explain.
alive.
Yeah, they shuffled off this mortal coil.
She seems confused and surprised, and she says, I still don't understand. What do you mean?
Apparently,
Yeah, there was an
he
incident.
was smuggling beings, and one of them was I guess a bit different.
Feral.
And yes, feral, and went a little too far and accidentally killed him. So it seems. Did you know he was smuggling humanoids?
She says that she didn't know that he was smuggling people, but she does know that he has smuggled people before, and if that's why he asked her not to come down there, then that makes sense. But she still looks like she's distressed over the fact that he is dead, and it looks like she believes you.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is rather distressing.
And she asks you if you did anything about the things that you found down there.
Well, we took the liberty of slaying the creature who couldn't control themselves. It was what
I suppose it was
her people wanted.
proper way to say that is one had to be put down, and so the deed had been done. But we have made some allies. Freedom looks slightly happier about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the humanoids that were being smuggled, they were very much pleased that we took care of their problem for them. Although it saddened all of us, it had to be done. but now they are willing to help us with our cause and our fight.
Les Resistance.
What, yes, we may begin referring to as the Resistance.
You have my condolences, mademoiselle, about the loss of your friend. But, you know, he was passionate about his cause, and he died doing, helping others, which is all I can hope for myself.
To die or to help others? No, I'm kidding.
But if you do not mind, mademoiselle, if we sort of repurpose the downstairs for their home, do you mind?
She shakes her head and she says that you're welcome to use the wasp's nest for all of your business here, including what needs to be done here in Kintargo. As for the ones that you found down there that are helping you, it's all right with me if they join up and stay down there. I'm gonna have to see him for myself eventually. But right now, I don't think I can go down there.
Well then, so you will be forewarned. They are Tengu. Are you familiar with this creature?
She just says that she is.
Fantastic. Well, Miss Longrose, I am sorry for the loss of your friend. Perhaps we could have a celebration of life here at the tavern. It could be a private occasion or just something that anyone is free to attend.
And of course,
She says
where
that
can we have a proper funeral?
she says, well, proper funerals are funerals where they record the names of the dead somewhere here at the morgue or the cemetery. So unfortunately, we can't really have those, considering that Nan was, smuggling illegal things and people into the city. So it's all gonna have to be informal here.
Is there a place on the cavern walls that we are free to perhaps inscribe his name?
Everything down there is our secret business now.
And we can do it in the wasp's nest then.
We will have a memoriam, a space for those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for freedom, so they will be immortalized.
She says that's nice of you, and she's gonna pour one out for him when she's ready to mourn.
I'll join her in that.
But for the meantime, she takes a breath and puts back on a business owner's demeanor. Well then, you guys have support to gather.
Yes, I suppose we
Have you
do.
thought about where you're gonna start?
You mentioned there were multiple groups. Do you have a suggestion on which would suit our needs better?
She says that all of them would help you if you can show them that you're worth helping. Now, because of their clandestine operations, simply talking to them, going to them, talking to them isn't going to be easy. However, there are lots of problems in the city that need fixing.
Yes, we have heard several rumors, and I have an idea. Usually, those who are oppressed, they are the ones who are most likely to join a cause. I heard something about a serial murderer who is killing tieflings.
What?
That
That's
is one
terrible.
thing. And she says, yeah, she's heard about that.
Oui, monsieur. It is very terrible. I suggest that we track down the serial killer and make it known among the population of tieflings that it was the resistance that helped them. We are the ones who are looking out for the common man, the people. We are for the people. And once they know that, they will rally to our cause.
You sure are a dreamer. I don't have any investigative skills to be tracking down somebody.
Well, mon capitan, you seem to forget our allies downstairs. We need not be the only ones doing the scouting and investigating, though.
Oh.
Yes, I think this serial killer and bringing him to justice is a noble cause. I
I'm
am ready
glad you
to
think so.
help.
Yes, this so-called, I forget their name, but wait until they meet a real Reaper, no?
Yeah, I someday I may become a real reaper. Right now I still just reap wheat in the field.
And other things.
So yeah, the tiefling murders is one thing and one rumor that you guys have heard, and that's something you can follow up. I believe you guys also have a couple other ones too.
Yeah, Red Jill and a couple others. Yeah, Threat of Red Jill's, prisoners in Salix's salt works,
And they're like
strange noises, or
a hidden the Rose of Cantargo is like a kind of a clandestine temple of Milani or something.
that's right, a cult.
Yeah.
And the opera singer is missing too.
Yes. Shinsen.
Shinsen.
Which I think is the Rose of Catargo, a half-elf celebrity.
Ah,
I was supposed to watch her show, but things clearly have changed in this town.
we. It is unfortunate that you could not enjoy that, but perhaps out of gratitude, she might give you a free show, no?
Perhaps.
He'll take a drag of his cigarette and say, then it seems that we are in agreement that we try to find this serial killer, bring him to justice, or her.
Yes, I think that's the most pressing of matters where life is in danger.
We, uh, ad- admittedly, I do not have the investigative skills required to solve a crime. However, perhaps altogether we can go amongst the people and ask some questions.
Yes, I think that's a good idea. We should find out where these murders are happening to establish a location and then ask the locals around there if they have seen or heard anything.
Mm-hmm. What time of day is it?
It's not that late. Like we haven't done much today. I think the going down in the going down into the wasp nest is one of the early things we did for the day.
Yeah, that's right. We waked up, picked up our makeup on the table, and then
Yeah, it might be like early afternoon or something. Because I know I did go to I did go back to like my own residence like before we went down there. I can't remember. Did we do any shopping or did we not do that yet?
We haven't
I
done that
don't
yet.
think so. No.
Okay.
So we could. I mean, we have a bunch of stuff in the party sheet. We could probably sell, like jewels and things, gems.
yeah, as we're heading over to the area where the tieflings live, we could make a pit stop at some shopping places.
Sure.
Yeah. Why don't we do that?
All right, sounds good to me.
I'm probably gonna get rid of these rat corpses. I
Oh yeah.
don't think.
Surely
we want
you've
to...
carried around this long. Just go turn them in and get your reward.
I'll go with you, Monseigneur.
Okay, we'll try. Okay, they're smelly.
Hey, they said rats, right?
Just
They
has
didn't
them in
say
like a
in what
burlap sack
condition the
that
rats
he's
had to
carrying
be.
around with him.
Actually, they didn't even say rats, but you are taking a risk.
They said something about like creatures.
Mice.
Yeah, these are big mice.
Mice.
Too
Well,
bad
if you
you're not
check,
paying by the pound.
If you check in the story tab, and I've posted Thrun's proclamations, you can see it.
Oh, okay.
And the also most recent proclamation, the 8th, has its own little tab there too. You're
This
looking
is
for
feral
proclamation
dogs.
the 3rd. That's for dogs.
The first one's the one about
Oh, city pests.
city
Slayers of all
pests.
city
Doves,
pests. Yeah.
mice, raven.
Yep.
It's
It might
not
just
even
be
one
like a-
copper piece. It's not even worth it.
Hey, who knows? They might pay by the pound. Like, since these things weigh like 100 times more than mice, you
That's
might get
true.
a whole gold piece.
I mean, the dogs, feral dogs that are alive and unharmed, are 2 silver pieces.
We
Yeah.
are not going to
Like the
turn
one
in
that's
alive
over at the livery.
animals to this regime.
So, I'm just saying, like, I don't think they're really gonna give us anything for these, but sure, we'll try. We'll see what they say. So we go off to the market, and perhaps, I don't know, along the way we know where to turn these things in?
You do.
Just to the
Yeah, to the-
Datari?
Datari.
Yep.
Like they probably
Yeah, but like, is there a building, or can you just find a random
There is,
Datari
and you
card
know
in the
where it
street
is.
and be like, here? Okay, so we'll go there first, I guess.
Okay, you do
See what
that,
happens.
and you present the rats for the bounty.
Yeah, these
And
are big
they
rats.
look at the big rats, and they tell you that these aren't quite the pests and vermin that we're looking for.
But these are
Thrun
pests
specifically
and vermin
wants
that we
mice.
don't want in the city.
Why? I'm curious though. I'm not there, but I'm curious why mice. Like, what are they gonna do with these?
Are you not
things?
there?
Why indeed?
No, I'm not with you guys. I'm just maybe we had this conversation before you guys go, but yeah, it's like, why do they want it? What does it matter? If it's a pest, then all pests, right?
Yeah,
Apparently
that's
not.
kind of the argument I'm going to make is, aren't these worse pests to have running around the city than mice? These are giant rats.
Give me a diplomacy
We
to convince him.
have a decent charisma party though, so
Yeah,
May
I'm
I
probably not the
assist?
person to do this.
you're the one talking though.
'Cause I am there too.
I know. But yeah, perhaps Leon can help.
Save him, Leon. Wait, did he
I
roll
did
bad?
it.
Oh god, you guys.
We're the two that don't have diplomacy,
Your rats
apparently.
suck, okay? Just accept it.
I think me and Freedom we're the two that have good diplomacy, right?
But
Yeah,
somebody else
yeah.
has decent.
I do.
Yeah.
Kane
Kane has
does.
pretty good diplomacy
Kane, yeah.
He
too.
just
Okay.
doesn't talk. He has good
Just
diplomacy
three
and
good
That's like all
intimidate.
my other charisma characters.
I knew that Kane had good intimidate. I didn't know. I guess I remember now. You have like +6 or something or
Yeah,
seven.
with +6 in diplomacy and +8 in intimidate. He gets a
Yeah.
+2 bonus for being a half orc for
Being orc,
intimidate.
Yeah.
That's why.
I almost took
Nice.
that as for that benefit, but I did not.
Yeah.
Well, you'd both
Maybe-
present an argument that that would merit comparing rats to mice as pests. The Datari do not seem interested in your in accepting your slain rats as part of the bounty.
No shenanigans.
They
for
simply
me?
give you a thank you for ridding what they assume you went to was the sewers of this filth, but we want the creatures that we want the small creatures like mice that infiltrate homes and other places.
Okay. Well, we'll just leave these here with you then. We don't want them.
You have a trash can.
They make you take it.
And then I'll wait. What'd you say, Matt?
They make you take it.
You don't want
God
your
damn it.
trash.
Like, oh no, don't leave them here.
Okay, I'm not gonna start anything. I'll go find like a, I don't know, alley or something to throw them in.
Whoa,
But if
whoa,
any of your
worship.
characters are seriously wondering why they want these specific animals or pests over anything else, you guys can roll me a knowledge local.
All right, I'll do that.
That's the one I don't
Yes,
have.
I was
Actually, I have
wondering
none
that.
of
I
them but
just-
religion.
Was gonna try and research or something.
I'm not
Uh-oh.
knowledgeable.
Wow.
There we go.
Damn, all of you guys? Fuck. Kitty, how do you feel about that? Don't lick me. That's rude.
Leon, you think you come to the conclusion that Thrun specifically wants people to kill anything that could appear to be a symbol of something that could oppose him, or that is small enough or mobile enough to act as a spy.
Oh,
Rats
rats are not small enough to act like spies.
They're
Not
more
dire
noticeable
rats.
than mice.
Dude, rats can, like, compress themselves into the smallest, like, holes.
Well, now we know if we want to spy on him, turn ourselves into giant rats. He'll never expect
He
it.
won't expect rats. So he's paranoid.
Well, and we knew a rumor about him too that he has this weird like thing, like hang up about things that are like small.
Yeah.
What's his symbol? You said
So-
it, like, something about a symbolic.
Things that can be worshipped by
Particularly-
other gods.
Yeah, particularly doves and ravens are a symbol that would be like they're symbols of things that would oppose him, such as the silver ravens or
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
doves being like symbols
Dove
of
for
freedom.
peace.
Yeah, freedom and peace.
Yeah.
And mice because they are
Okay.
sneaky. But yes, you guys do know
Well,
one
we
rumor
move
about
on.
Barzillai Thrun in that it seems that like small, almost insignificant things can set him off.
Yay.
Alright, so you guys go pursuing the rumor about the tiefling murders, and that takes you to a certain part of the city that I'll direct you to.
Alrighty.
Ah, okay. I think I get why. I think I get maybe why mice might be in particular singled out.
Are they like a scrying
Yeah.
They're
component or something?
delicious.
They're they're like the holy animal for Milani.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kane, while the other two are talking, he goes and buys blunt arrows.
Alright,
Or,
you can do that. You can buy those
yeah,
from the
yeah.
markets.
Yeah, why don't we all go to the market and sell some things and yeah.
Yeah, you can go.
I don't think it. I don't think.
I'll go to a shrine that I can. You know what? No, I'm gonna go downstairs under the cafe to the was it the bee's nest?
To a Tengu?
And I'm
The
gonna
wasp nest.
start designing and decorating a shrine to
Oh,
our
jeez,
Shea.
okay.
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 So I'll
I
designate
thought
a
you were
spot.
saying you're gonna decorate the whole thing.
Oh, I'll
Like, it's gonna
probably
be
get going
fabulous.
on that once I'm done with the shrine, depending on how much material I
Okay,
have.
Awesome.
And I might actually also start opening up boxes and taking a look to see like the contents and stuff.
Sure.
The contents of the stuff in there.
Yeah.
Freedom gets right to work.
You do find a lot of things in there.
After we sell stuff at the market, then I'll probably go to the Wasp's Nest and help Freedom unpack boxes and take inventory and such.
And like as you decorate and stuff like that, in the interest of getting to know her, the people she's working with and that she's putting her trust in, Corva Fushi does ask you about your shrine and the purpose of it.
Who's asking?
Corva Fushi.
The one that was the Tengu that talked.
The Tengu. Yeah, yeah. Oh, well then, yeah, I'll start explaining to her. It's about beauty and uh, sensuality and things like that.
She says that this sounds like quite an exotic deity that she's never heard of before.
Freedom thinks for a second. Exotic? Maybe.
Very exotic?
Beautiful. Yes.
She says that she will leave you to your decorating, but if you require any assistance, that she and her sisters are here. It's not their work or specialty to aid in these kinds of tasks, but they do want you to make use of them.
Um, if you want, we need to clean this place up and make it more suitable for many to come. Perhaps you guys can make yourselves your own living space comfortably in a corner somewhere so that when we have guests come over, they are not interfering with your space or your privacy.
They says that they can do that. That they can keep their they'll do some work on like where they had their pallets and nests and stuff.
I don't know if they're all like spread out or if they're all like in bunched up, but yeah, he's saying maybe bunch yourself up somewhere or you're gonna get ran over.
Let's see. Where's the what's the command for me to put like a little like mark like on the map that designates like an area or something that I can name?
You can't. You can.
You can put a token.
Yeah, you can get tokens. That's what I do. I'm cooltext.com. Just type
Oh,
up
okay.
something you want, save it. It's an image, and then put it in your token folder, and then there you go. Have text. But yeah, other than that, you would have to get Fantasy Grounds Unity if you want to do those things.
Is that out yet, or
Yes.
it is? Huh.
Well, you can purchase this license and use it and everything, but I don't know
It's
if
probably
they've
still
actually announced that it's open to people. But yeah, if you really want it, you can go to
Okay.
their site and get it. which we are not going to be doing because I don't think my books. Wait, well, the books might transfer over to it. I don't know. But I'm not really in the mood to repurchase the program.
I know, right? It's a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab that image so that I can put a tag here. Oh geez, I have to actually make this a character or something? Wait, no, I don't have to make it a character. I can just drag the token onto the map, right?
Yeah, just open up the tokens thing, and then find it in there, and then you can just drag it in. The only time the combat tracker tokens matter is when you want them to tie to the character sheets and trigger stuff. Other than that, you can do whatever you want.
I think while you guys are like, well, Freedom's doing that, and some of you guys are doing like going to the market to sell
Oh, there they are. They're small.
like the quartz earrings. I'm going to try to gather information,
Okay.
Oh,
What
specifically
kind of information
about.
are you gonna gather?
Well,
murderers.
I'm gonna ask about if there's anybody, maybe like anybody who's survived being attacked by this serial killer or something,
There we
or
go.
anybody that
Now
would
it's
know
on the
anything.
map.
Anybody that just know anything about that. But that's kind of the main thing I'm thinking. Like, are there any like tieflings maybe that like got attacked and were able to like get away or something that might have seen uh this murderer? So yeah, that's kind of the general gist of what I'm doing. What I'm looking for.
Okay, go ahead and give me a diplomacy check.
Like, before I leave, I'll be like, I have some contacts I'm gonna check with. I might be able to get some information about this tiefling serial killer.
Okay. You start asking people about it, and you might even ask some of the tieflings that are living within the Devil's Nursery. And they tell you that there are no known survivors.
Oh, that.
And in fact, any of the dead bodies that they've found, that they've been quick to burn them.
Is there like a specific like coroner or something that's doing that? Or like a morgue that's
It seems like
specific,
the
or...
community has been the one that's been the community has been doing it basically.
Okay.
And it's because that they're fearful of any of the bodies rising as vengeful undead.
I mean, that's reasonable, I suppose.
But they do tell you like the locations of the murders if you want to investigate for yourself.
Sure, it's better than nothing. I'll take note of where those locations are.
Okay, you do.
And then, yeah, I'm sure that takes several hours for me to do. So I do that during the.
It does.
Yeah.
It takes you. Yeah, you go like about for 3 hours. Okay. Let's see. What else? Selling these things, I guess.
Yeah, do we have anything else we want to sell? Is Leon keeping the buttons?
Yeah, I'm giving those out to the Tengu. That way, they can, kind of leave them, like, either at our bedsides or doorsteps or whatever, just like as a secret way of communicating.
Okay.
It's probably not the most efficient way, but it seems like it's cool.
Yeah, sure.
There you guys go. There's your money.
Money!
Oh, actually, hold on. There's a little bit more from that, because the rings and stuff should go for 100%.
Is that for everybody, or is that each person gets that much? I'm guessing.
It
that's for the whole
automatically
party.
put it on your sheet.
It automatically
There we go.
goes.
automatically did
Okay.
it. Yep. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, so everybody got, let's see, like, about basically 100 gold
Nice.
from selling the masterwork crossbow and the gems and the ring.
A little under,
Cool.
but about that much. Yep.
Tomorrow I'll go shopping after I'm given coins.
Yeah, as soon as we get back, I'll definitely be, dividing it amongst everybody. So, I mean, since,
payday. So soon.
oui, mon capitaine, it is a, if you do it right, freedom can be a profitable business, no?
Mm.
See that this is her name, Freedom. Like that line just sounds so bad. Freedom can be a profitable business.
I don't mind people talking about me.
Yeah, yeah, he wants people to talk about him. All right. What else do you guys do?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I mean,
Grab your token.
near the end of the day, I guess I get to meet up with everyone else, and I'll let them know like what I found in my investigation. Mostly just like where the actual sites were. I think that's the only thing I really got.
Mm-hmm.
Like
All
somebody
right.
like I was like, well, I was hoping to find somebody that maybe had survived an attack by this whoever's doing this and gotten away, but I wasn't able to find anything like that. But I do know the locations where these murders happened. So it's possible
start.
we can either go to one of the more recent ones and perhaps find something, or extrapolate based off of the sites and maybe narrow down where this person might be. Assuming that it
Oui,
is just a single person. It could be. I don't think we actually have anything that rules out the possibility that isn't like a group of people or something too.
Did you happen to get more specific information, such as the location of these murders, the process, like if it was in a dark alleyway, in their beds, or with a certain weapon?
I don't know. Did I get any of that? Or did I just get like locations on a
We
map?
did know you did get location, right? So
Yeah.
You did get locations, yeah. But as far as like murder weapons, so as far as murder weapons, it is unclear what kind of weapons were used, but you do get accounts of people who claim to have seen the bodies, and they say that whoever did it was using some kind of like strange weapon that left like all of their faces like bloody and mangled.
It's attacking their beautiful faces. Oh no.
Hmm.
Freedom puts his
Mon
hands to
Dieu.
his face.
Does it look like a slashing weapon, like perhaps a pointy bit on the end of a stick?
Wait a second. You said you sleepwalk with. Oh, wait. Wrong game. No, yes, this one. You said you sleepwalk with a.
Yeah, yeah. And Caleb has been known to aggressively swing at people's faces.
Oh no.
I got my eye on you now. Let's see.
We have one suspect.
Alright,
wasn't
put him
me,
on the
though.
list.
I wouldn't
Put
do
him on the
that.
top as much as you can. It's probably him.
My
I
list
haven't even
consists of
been
one
in
person.
the city.
So
How do you feel about tieflings? I'm eyeing you
I
real good.
don't know them. I haven't encountered them or messed
Well,
with them too much.
maybe we should go to one of the sites and make a look around, see if we see any clues or anything.
Oui, Dotari. Perhaps we could also speak to some next of kin or eyewitnesses.
well, there weren't any witnesses. At
Ah,
least that saw the
merde.
actual murders happened. At least none that I was able to locate.
Perhaps if we find out where the locations are, we could put our Tengu friends at one and make a post at another. Cast a wide net.
Maybe.
Did you happen to get the locations of more than one spot?
Yep.
Okay. How about we tell our Tengu friends, like tonight, to watch a specific spot for any suspicious activity, and we'll scope out another.
I'm eating. That sounds fine. Yeah.
All right.
It was the Devil's
Yeah.
Nursery was where these were happening, right?
Yeah. And it's kind of like that whole area down there of like little closely clustered buildings.
Yeah.
It's very much a ghetto. Like this is one of the bad parts of the city.
Yeah.
And it's no wonder that the tieflings basically seek refuge here.
Did the murders happen at a specific time of night? I guess since there are no witnesses.
Well, you do know that the murders are only happening at night.
Okay. I'm just trying to think, like, well, is it possible to get a full rest and then, like, a post up for the night?
It's up to you.
Is it early?
I
We can
mean,
rest
they're not
early?
happening that frequently, are they? Where we can just be like, we'll stay up tonight and probably encounter murderers.
I guess my main concern was, like, if we wanted to get right on this right away, if there was any way to, recoup all our spells and abilities and health and be fresh
The last
for, like,
murder
a
happened
night.
2 days ago, is what you guys would know.
How frequent
Okay.
have they been?
Only a couple days between each.
Okay.
So they're
yeah, we could.
frequent.
Too bad we don't have a tiefling in our party. We could just send him out for bait.
That was one of my characters that I was thinking about. Wanted
Oh,
to be a
darn.
tiefling bard with a fiddle.
Well,
You would've been
if one of
bait.
you guys was a tiefling, it would have some significance to play in this quest.
Oh, fun.
Well, we might not know any specific tieflings, but I could disguise myself as one.
You good?
We set
Now,
up
are you
trap.
talking about with disguised person?
Yeah, I'm talking about the spell disguise self. I haven't
Actually,
prepared
if you
very-
guys have knowledge local, you might get some more information on this.
I do have knowledge of locals, so I'll roll that as well then.
Wow. I
I don't
can't
know.
wait to get 3rd level when I actually get my favorite city. Because I can't roll anything, even though my guy's lived here for
Oh,
his whole life.
Maybe you're flustered by what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so Leon and Caleb, it's good that you guys at least live within the city or around it. You guys do know that this wasn't part of the murders, but you did hear that a week ago, basically, around the time of the Night of Ashes, there was a very locally known advocate for tiefling rights. Someone by the name of Straya the Story. And I'm looking to see if they were also a tiefling. Yes. Okay. So Straya the Story, who herself is a tiefling, she's gone missing, and no one has heard from her for about a week, which is when the Night of Ashes happened, when those other buildings were burned.
Yeah.
And these murders basically started when she went missing, but no one has seen her or heard from her. There's no.
But she's the
There
only
hasn't been any
tiefling that's missing?
body found. No, she's basically the first important tiefling that went missing, and since her disappearance, these murders have been happening every couple of nights.
Right, but we're aware of all the murders. Are there any other missing tieflings that are not accounted for?
Not that you guys know of.
Okay.
But the reason you know about this person is because she's been very vocal about tiefling rights within the city. And I'm saying that Leon and Caleb recall this information.
There's
Alright,
somebody in
I'd
the
pass
city
this
that doesn't
information.
like tieflings? Or opposes tiefling
I
rights?
mean, a lot of people, honestly.
Mm.
Hmm.
They find them to be somewhat unsettling, like the devils.
It even seems like Thrun doesn't really care for them either.
It is unfortunate, for they cannot help the circumstances of their birth, no? No more than you or I could. Perhaps we should, while we are there in the Devil's Nursery, perhaps try to dig up some more information on this Straya. We might find more people sympathetic to our cause. And if Straya can be recovered alive, well, mon ami, I think we could count them as part of the resistance too.
Maybe.
That's if they accept our cause.
This is true.
Can't say I'm familiar with the tiefling type.
As they like to keep to themselves, the ones in the city. They are cloistered.
Alrighty. What do you guys do?
Well, we've done our shopping. Well, I mean, we've got the money back from shopping, so I guess people, if they want to, can, get a couple of supplies, whatever they can buy with that much.
I'll do that the next day, but yeah.
Okay.
I don't need
I guess,
anything important.
Yeah, gotcha. Same. I made a potion, but that's it.
Is the daytime time thing another thing I have to install, or is it just in here already?
Calendar. It's at the top.
Is that part of the calendar? Okay.
Yeah, and then you'll see like the chat bubbles on the left and the right.
And I can just set the time.
Yeah.
I think Leon, he'll suggest, we post up tonight after getting some rest and having the Tengu post up somewhere else. We'll inform them, and if they see something, they can send a messenger or something to grab us, and we'll come on over.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's
Let's
late.
see. How do I change that? No, I want it to be something
If you use your
different.
scroll wheel while it's over the field, it'll roll the number up or down. And if you roll the time past the hour of midnight, it'll switch to the next day automatically.
Okay, I can't seem to edit the number for.
Your
I don't know
scroll
why.
wheel?
Yeah, on my mouse. Oh, here I have to hold control.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say the time is 3 p.m. So, yeah, curfew happens at what was it? 9?
If it's only 3
So-
p.m. then I will stroll out and go purchase 2 potions of cure light wounds with my 100 gold.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I'm gonna get a couple potions as well.
Go ahead.
Alright, money spent. Let me see.
Okay,
I might
minus
just get
100
one
gold.
potion.
There we go.
Oh good, you have my magic items shared, so I can pull from that. I handmade this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's helpful.
Okay, so I got 2 of those. And that's in my belt pouch.
I'll go downstairs and speak with the Tango, particularly Corva, since it seems like she's the leader of the Fushi sisters,
Mm-hmm.
and see, I'll pass out the silver buttons and discuss with them, our plans for tonight.
So, are you asking her to go out?
Yes, I'm asking if she and her sisters can go out and keep an eye on this particular place where murder happened, because we're trying to catch a serial murderer of tieflings.
She tells you that she and her sisters have no idea of the layout of the city, but if you can procure them a very detailed, well-made map, they can start becoming familiar with it. But it will take them time.
Ah, okay. How much would a map like that run?
Yeah.
Can you like on castle? Can you like go that way and then down?
Or castle, which piece?
I'll look up the price for a map.
Castle?
Yeah.
You can't do
Alrighty.
both.
Okay. So you can do it in turns, but you can't do it.
Yeah.
In one turn.
Hey, how's your game going?
Good.
When you have a break, can you take out the trash?
Yeah.
Okay, a map is going to cost you 50 gold pieces.
All
Ooh,
right.
That's a pricey map. But
I think it'll be worth
Yeah.
it though.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's just, yeah.
Okay.
Kane will cough it the 50.
You don't
Oh,
have to
you
pay for the whole thing. We can all
fine with
chip
that.
in. We
I
should
can
all
put in
chip
10.
Each put in 10.
I mean, okay.
Do you not have 10, Freedom?
No.
I'll
I
pay
can put
your
in an
share,
extra
fine.
5.
I'll put in 10.
Yep.
You guys can, figure
Alright,
it out.
I'll put in an extra 5 as well. That'll be fine.
Okay.
I got 30 silver
Okay.
pieces.
Do you guys know that there's a spell
Dang.
called Peace Bond? That's one word, and then there's also a spell called Peace Bond.
Yeah, I
They're
believe
The
different
it.
name's
spells.
Bond. Peace Bond.
Hmm.
Da-da-da.
Nice.
I did not know that, Pluto. Thank you for the enlightenment.
No problem. That's what I'm here for.
Okay, they take the map and they thank you, and they say that they'll get to work on looking over it and planning to explore or sneak around part of the city to get acquainted with it. Do you
Yeah,
tell them
and I'll-
about the curfew?
I do tell them about the curfew, tell them to stay out of sight if they're out past 9, and I also point out the locations of the murders.
And don't eat or drink any mint.
Yes.
Make sure they know that
Well,
one too.
Yeah, well, I think if they're caught out past curfew, eating or drinking mint might be the least of their worries.
Sure, but
especially
I mean, if
since
they're out
they're-
during the day and they're drinking mint tea, then they could get in trouble and not realize they were doing something wrong.
Okay.
What? We're just some simple bird folk drinking our mint tea.
Minty.
Alright, well, I guess he's done. Well, he will chisel Nan's name into the wall.
All right.
As well as the name of the dead Dire Corby.
Cho.
He Cho, yeah.
What else do you guys do?
Why don't we just go to one of those locations? Scout it out. Learn more
During
about...
the daytime?
Sure. Learn the layout. Figure
That
it
sounds
out.
like a fantastic idea.
Maybe we'll spot something. I mean, from my understanding is that if they tried to get rid of the bodies quickly, they probably didn't investigate very well either.
That's a possibility.
Very smart. Yeah, we'll get all of our perception bots out there.
We should probably go to the most recent one.
It sounds
Sure.
like a good idea. Yeah, let's go visit the scene of the crime.
You do that.
Okay. I want to perception around. Use my investigative knowledge.
So you guys go to the site where a murder took place 2 nights ago. And it is in an alley near the southern wall of the city.
Okay.
And there you actually find some people. You find 2 tieflings there. One appears to be a small child, and the other is an adult. Both female. And when you guys arrive, and they notice you, the adult pats the child on the back to get their attention, and she says audibly, "It's time to go." And the child like drops like a little note like near where there's like been a little vase with flowers.
Uh-huh.
And they start to leave.
Okay. I'll ask the others, do we perhaps want to ask them a question? But we will be friendly about it.
You can. I start approaching where the note was dropped.
Okay.
Alright. And I'll call out to the tiefling woman, just saying, Bonjour, mademoiselle, in a French infernal. Say, pardon
Okay.
moi, but could we perhaps have a moment of your time? We wish to help.
Freedom, you approach where the note was dropped, and Leon, you get the attention of the tieflings, particularly the adult. And she tells you, Leon, first. My name is Zia, and I work at the orphanage, and I need to get this little one home soon.
He says, you are in such a noble land of work. We're also in a noble land of work. If I could just ask you several questions, not many, I promise you will get home in time for curfew and for the little one to be there on time.
And secret. Does your character speak or read Infernal?
No.
Okay. So then you look at the little piece of paper that's been folded into a note, and you can't read the note.
Okay, I probably
I-
dumbly stare at it and turn it every which way
Yeah,
and
I probably go with you and
make weird noises as I attempt to
say,
figure it out.
let me see that.
I'm sure it's a magic spell. Be careful.
Because I actually do know Infernal.
So do you read the note?
Yep.
Okay. This is what the note says.
Sad.
Oh no!
Uh,
I still can't read it.
I I sigh and
It says scribbly scribbly.
I sigh and put it back.
At the shrine or the
And
road?
at the
Yeah.
I put the note back where the kid put it.
Gotcha.
And I tell you it's a note from a child who misses her father dearly. Perhaps her father's the one that was killed here.
But back to Leon. Let's see. What was the last thing you said? Sorry.
If I could ask her just a couple of questions, I promise that, she'll get home. She'll be able to take the child home in time and get back to her work, which is very important.
She says to you that if you're here about the ill tidings, then I implore you to follow us back to the orphanage. The streets are dangerous even for adults. And she looks down to the child.
He says, "Oui, mademoiselle. We will follow you." And he relays to the others that this very kind woman has allowed us to stay at her place for a moment so we may speak.
All right.
I suppose we can come back here tomorrow to look around. Take the opportunity to talk now.
Oui. I think that this will be worth our time.
Freedom will look back over at the note, and then he'll give a prayer to Arshea.
Okay. You do that.
Basically wishing this girl's father a safe journey to the other side.
All right. So do all of you follow the tiefling woman back to the orphanage?
Yeah.
Okay. She escorts the girl back, and once she's there inside the orphanage, the woman comes back outside to talk to you. And she again tells you all that her name is Zia, and that she's been whatchamacallit? She's been very involved with all of the things that have been happening. Particularly, she's been taking care of any of the orphaned children that have come out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Frida might be like looking at her like cautiously though, because like her appearance probably, invokes some like questions, I suppose.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah. She is a tiefling.
But he doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I don't really know much about them, so
Goddamn.
I keep an open mind.
Those eyes, jeez.
They're like a goat's eyes.
They're huge and orange,
Yeah.
She asks you, what? So are you investigating the murders?
We feel that the Dotari have not been keeping the interests of citizens of Cantargo in their best interest, so we have taken it upon ourselves to look out for the people.
Well, she agrees with you and mentions that she doesn't believe that Thrun or the other agents thereof are interested in protecting the tiefling population. In fact, she says that she thinks that they have something directly to do with it, that they might be the ones assassinating tieflings.
Mon Dieu.
Do you
You
have
light
any
a
idea
cigarette.
reason why that might be a thing?
She says, well, all of us here, especially those of us who are associated with the Cloven Hoof Society, have all been in great distress since Straya has gone missing.
Do you think that perhaps she has been silenced for her advocacy for the promotion and general welfare of owned folk like yourself?
Her mission was to help tieflings who were struggling, and that's why she founded the Cloven Hoof Society. Um, it seems very suspicious that her disappearance happened somewhere during the time of the Night of Ashes, where a lot of others were silenced and went missing.
What others have been gone missing after the Night of Ashes?
She names off some other people that have been vocal for about other things too, not just about tieflings, but no names in particular that I'm gonna give you.
But the common theme is that they've all been vocal about speaking out against the oppression of the city.
Yeah.
I see.
So it wasn't like the big names like the opera singer or Octavio or anyone like that.
Not that have gone missing as of late, no. Or recently.
Yeah, I guess they've been missing for a while. Okay.
I'm just writing down some notes.
God, I hate being level 1. I was just gonna ask, I was like, do you have something of hers so we can scribe? And I'm like, no, we can't do that.
I cast a certain location. Oh no.
Right? Let's just get straight to it.
Right. But yeah, I'll be translating for anyone who doesn't speak Infernal. Like if there's any questions that anybody has.
Freedom might be like, what is she saying? Like, just a little freaked
Oh,
out?
she can speak in common too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
The Infernal freaks him out, yeah. Sounds weird.
That the boy there, like he's not in the room, right?
The
kid that was
child
with us there?
knows. No, they're actually
Little
in the
girl.
orphanage. She's speaking to you outside of it.
Yeah, I'll ask about that. I'll say that that kid that was with you before, was he related to one of the victims?
She tells you yes, that they're a child just recently orphaned, and that I've been taking close care of.
Hmm. Do you know if he would know anything about his father's assailant?
Said it was a little girl, though, right?
Correct.
Oh, it was a little girl. My bad.
You said two
Does
girls.
she know
anything?
That's okay.
Females, yeah.
Okay, does she know anything in that case about her father's assailant?
Zia says, I have no idea if she does or doesn't. We did already ask her if, what if how she was feeling and stuff in the wake of the loss of her father, and while she was sad and confused. She didn't offer any kind of information.
Do you mind if we ask the child a few questions? We'll make sure that it does not become too macabre.
She says I don't think that she knows anything that could help here, and I don't. We want to limit any kind of stress that could be put on the children of the victims right now.
Hmm. Do you have to have sense motive trained to be able to roll?
No, you can roll it.
Okay. Because while he appreciates her concern, he still, wants to make sure that everything's on the up and up.
Yeah, I don't know anything
Yeah.
either. But I don't know.
you can do
Already
what you want.
blaming another group, blaming the Datari. It's like shifting blame to someone else to avoid anyone suspecting you, perhaps. No. Probably.
Zia does add that we're all of us here are particularly worried for the safety of the children because the first found and known murder was that of a child.
But the rest have been.
Where
any
was the
age?
child
No.
when the father was murdered?
Surely you don't think the child is a suspect.
No, but
No.
perhaps the child was present or
Oh,
knows
jeez.
more, like where father went before, or what father said before he left, or was father angry
Or if there was any,
or excited.
Or if there was anyone following them for the last couple of days.
Perhaps.
Right, I kind of was curious, like when the last. I wanted to just ask her the last time that she saw her father.
She says that the child was found at their home, and that she doesn't know why the father was out late at night with there being curfew.
Kane will speak up. Maybe we can write down our questions and hand it. She later can ask the child and get the answers. That way, it's someone that she feels comfortable with.
That is a good idea, Kane. Perhaps we will do so. He'll scribble on a notepad and put those questions down. I suppose these questions also apply to you, Zaya. Have you noticed any unsavory characters lurking about?
She says well, I mean, all of Thrun's friends and agents.
Ah, sad times, mademoiselle.
And if there are other questions that you want to ask her, she says that she'll try and help you as much as she can. She'll even take you to the murder sites while there's still daylight if you want.
Yeah, why don't
well,
we do that?
We know where they're
But she
at
says that
already.
she can't, in good faith, ask the child these questions.
Perhaps one of you can disguise yourselves as a friendlier person, I don't know, and ask the child questions.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah. I don't know. About
For
that.
now, we can
Why don't we
probably
go investigate this scene? at the
explore
crime?
other avenues.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if it does not give up their secrets, then I could take a little nip or something and ask the child.
Do you say
We are
that
smoking.
openly?
Oh, well, I mean, if I'm able to say it out of earshot of Zaya, while she's leading us
Okay.
to
You
a
wait
location.
later. Uh,
And then, yeah, like a future scene will have Leon disguised as a child but smoking a cigarette.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be
or it'd be
funny.
like one of those. I can't remember. There was like an old cartoon I remember where like it was like the premise was that it was like a story being told by like this guy's like grandpa, but it has like it's like something that happened during the grandpa's childhood. But then when they drew up drawings of the grandpa as a child, he still has his mustache.
Yeah. Well, the only baby or child that I can think of that was smoking a cigar or a cigarette was the character from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the baby's name.
Baby Herman.
Baby Herman, yeah. But yeah, Zia tells you that there's still enough time in the day that you could make the rounds. That there's 3 locations, and she also tells you that they're relatively close to each other. And Amon, you can verify that each is within about 400 feet of each other. They all happen like fairly close to each other.
Oh.
But this
Maybe
is
we can
also
just
like a
stake
tiefling
out at night.
district, right?
Yeah.
So. Does your bird scout and see at night?
At night, not especially well.
Oh.
But I was just thinking
Kane
of the bird
says,
actually.
Kane says, if we need someone to scout tonight, or
Mm,
any night, he's willing to go out there.
I was looking into this, so like my familiar uses my skill ranks. So I
Yep.
had like an idea, but I don't think it's actually going to work very well. Because I was thinking, what I could do is I could have my familiar maybe try to go ask the kid some questions. But if I have to, even with like my ranks in diplomacy, it doesn't have any of my other miscellaneous bonuses, and it's also only got a 6 charisma, so it's not a very charismatic bird. Turns out, even though it's a
Oh.
songbird, apparently.
It's a cool idea,
It gives
though.
me a bonus to diplomacy. It gives me a
It
+3 bonus to
speaks?
diplomacy, but it itself, yeah, it can actually, it can speak.
Oh.
Like a raven, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I might try that anyway. I might, like, if we're going around, I might try to, like, whisper to Priscilla to try to maybe go over and ask the kid some questions if she's able to get to it. But she might not be able to because she's just a bird.
Yeah. I mean, if
If it
there
was
was
like
a way to like more accurately pilot or drive the bird to the right person, that might work.
well, I mean, she saw the kid. She was with me,
Right.
or
But
like
you'd
in the
still have to
area.
get the
But yeah, she
the
might not
bird
have
with
an
the kid.
opening. But I'll tell her to like while we're going around looking at the other sites, I'm gonna tell Priscilla to like hang around the orphanage, and if you see an opportunity to go ask this kid, I just want her to ask the kid about like the last time she saw her father, like what if he said anything to her about or like because my understanding is from my reconstruction of the events is that he left his kid at home and left at night for some reason. So I don't know if there's like a reason. Did he say like anything about? I mean, he probably didn't tell her directly, but maybe he said something that we could latch onto. So I don't know.
Okay.
It's a long
No,
shot,
yep, I like it. You can
but
leave
yeah,
Priscilla there.
yeah. So Priscilla will. I mean, she's got really good perception. She might. So she's good at that at least.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay. Then Zia takes you. She'll start walking you towards the sites of the murders, and she'll take you right back to where they were before. What do you guys do there?
I survey the scene.
I look
Okay.
around with my not great perception.
Yep, roll me perceptions if you're gonna check out
Sure.
the
That's
murder
alright.
site.
I'm doing alright. Caleb finds mice. No?
Maybe.
And then
That'd
Priscilla's
be,
not with us, but she's doing a perception to look for an opening to maybe go question the kid. Probably won't happen, but she's gonna
Okay.
look for it.
Okay, let's see what do we got. 17, 9, 21, 5, 8, 18. Okay. So you guys take a look around, and you give this a pretty good look, and you guys can't find like any kind of unusual tracks that you could like follow. But Caleb, you do find one. You do find one thing that you find the only thing that's out of the ordinary here, and it's very small. Up against the wall, you find a tooth.
Oh.
You
Is
find a
it, like,
On
whole
the
molar.
ground or like
Uh,
in the wall? What?
Near the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, like on the ground. Maybe it's like kind of like in like a what do you call it? Like a little like like an indentation or something in the ground or the wall.
Okay.
It's in some little cavity, basically. But yeah, you find a
Okay.
whole molar.
Does it look like maybe a human molar, or does it look? I mean, maybe I can't tell, but does it look like it's a humanoid type tooth, or is it maybe some
You
kind
can
of
knowledge
creature or
local it.
beast? Sure, man. Knowledge locals. Oh, that's not good. Hey guys, take a look at this tooth. Do you know what this comes from?
Well, I'm not really a dentist, but maybe.
Nor am I.
Can you do blood tests?
It definitely came from the mouth of a humanoid, but you all think that like, well, this could very well be a tooth from someone, a humanoid that was here. And the only humanoid you know that has been here was a murdered tiefling. So you think it might be the tooth of a tiefling?
No, we know that there were two different
Hmm.
people here. There was a murdered tiefling and there was a murderer.
Aha.
Correct.
True.
But it looks like a tiefling tooth.
Okay.
Well, the tooth of the murderer would have been more useful.
It could be the murderer.
Could be a tiefling.
It's possible it is a tiefling, yeah.
Could be their leader. She went missing, but she's not. Maybe something happened. She went crazy. Changed her mind, perhaps.
Yep, you guys find a tooth.
If only I had access to the sorts of divinations that I used to.
Yeah.
There were
Is it?
ways like this that a tooth could be like this could be a way to gather a lot of information.
Oh yeah. If we were a higher level.
It might still be useful though.
Commission somebody, maybe. Hey, research this tooth for us.
Well,
Yeah, I
in the
don't know what else we
past,
can do with
I
the
used to
tooth.
have contacts of the very infertile sort that could have helped me with something like this, but those days are behind me.
Well, I'm glad.
You're better for a jurist.
Yeah, believe me, I know.
The infernal.
What else do you guys do?
Was that your like rebellious punk days or something?
He wore a lot of black
You
back
could
then.
say that.
Well, do we know if the victim was missing a tooth?
You don't know.
Because if they're not,
Well,
then
their
this
face-
could be the tooth of the murderer, like
They're
you
burnt.
pointed out.
We know that their faces.
Yeah, okay, their face was
all the
slapped up.
victims had their faces mangled, so it could very.
Yeah.
easily, but-
It'd be hard to tell, maybe.
Without a
Uh-oh.
body or corpse, it is difficult to perform an autopsy, no?
Yeah,
an
It is.
true.
I'll tell you when you're all there.
Is that like a sexual position?
Oh,
That's
geez.
funny.
Yes, we call it the rigor mortis.
Funny.
Gross.
Or the rigorous mortis.
Well, that should be the punchline to the question, what is a Lich's favorite sexual position?
There you go. Alright, I'll put that away. But Leon, he'll speak up and say, it seems that perhaps this place does not provide any more clues. Zayan, would you mind please leading us to the next location?
She will.
I'll follow. But if anybody, feels like this place hasn't yet revealed all its secrets, we can stay here a little
No,
longer.
we looked over it pretty well.
Alright. Who's carrying
All
the
we found is a
tiefling tooth?
I guess I will since I found it.
Alright, put that in your inventory. It's important.
The inventory.
Okay.
Poor Caleb. I'm gonna have to make him a potion of negate aroma for his bags, since he carries dire rats and body parts.
These
Oh, I
things
got
in
rid of
it.
the
And body
sack that
parts.
had the rats in it.
But you didn't get rid of the smell.
No, I got rid of the
Yeah.
bag. I didn't keep
Oh,
it.
okay.
We do have a scroll, pass without trace. That might help.
Yeah.
She takes you to another alley that is a narrow cobblestone alley between a few houses here.
Alright.
IR level 1 wizard, so good perception.
Yep.
I know, so star for skill points, you can't even put one in there in the
I got a rank it is, it's just not a class skill, so, and
You guys really do have to work with just bare bones.
Some of us can see though.
stuff here.
Some of us rolled well.
if I had my familiar with me, I get alertness for another +2, but my familiar's not with me, so. I was trying to make an effect that I could just put on, but I'm really bad at effects, apparently. I can't do it. It's impossible. Can't just make an effect that gives you
alright, those
+2
are good
perception and
perceptions,
sense
though.
motive, apparently. My 4 aside, yeah.
Only, 20, 21, no, 20, 3 21s, 22, and 4.
You can.
So,
I'll show you.
you guys are sure that there are no clues here?
Ah, that sucks. Friedman's such a good perception.
I mean,
I mean,
there still is one clue.
Yep, that's the way it be sometimes.
I don't know. Can you see the one that I have right now?
You have a capital P in your
On my-
perception?
Oh, it has to be lowercase.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I
Alright,
didn't know that. Dang.
I'll try it. See if it works.
Fancy grounds. Why you so sensitive?
I know,
Case
I
sensitive.
something I hate about it.
It's called
but-
coding. You know how codes work, jeez.
I know how code
Okay.
works,
Codes
and I
are
use.
fun.
So, and if I just do a
It's just the
semicolon,
formula.
variant case.
So
I do a
anything after the
semicolon, I can
number,
add
a
another one.
subcategory, is all lowercase. Anything that is a category, such as skill, is all uppercase. It's really simple. 2 rules, that's really it.
if I want to add another skill to it, can I put a semicolon 2 sense motive, or do I need to
Yeah.
do skill colon 2 sense? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. theoretically this should work. In theory. I'll take it back off here a second.
Zia says that
Okay, that
if
didn't
you
work.
wouldn't mind taking her to one of the markets
Oh, you have to put
near here
skill
that's on the
colon
way.
in front of the second part as well.
That's what I was asking. Okay.
Oh. Or I think you can do like perception, comma, sense motive, if they're both the same number.
Alright, well. I don't care. Hopefully that works. I don't need it right now, but alright, she wants us to go to the market? What?
She says that on the way to the first murder site that there's one of the small markets, and that she would like to get something while we're out, and she says that she feels a lot safer with the 5 of you out here with her.
Sure.
Okay.
She's using us as her bodyguards to the market. Okay.
Sure, that seems reasonable. If nothing else, this will endear her to our cause. Maybe.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
Alright, yep. Sure, we can stop at the market.
Okay. You do that, and she does start purchasing the food items, things that look like she would like put in a stew or
Nothing
something, like a
suspicious.
cabbage stew.
Okay. Cabbages,
Interesting.
huh?
Not
she
my
seems-
cabbages.
I know, right? If she seems amenable to it, is there any way that I can... No, actually, I'm going to try to sleight of hand some gold into her purse.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, you can try that.
How did this gold get here? I don't have any gold coins.
You can sleight of hand.
That's what's gonna happen. That's my prediction. I only have copper and a couple silver.
Alright, well, maybe not gold. I'll probably just dump some silver in there.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
You do what
good.
you
I'll
want.
put in 1 gold.
I'm not watching.
What in the world are you doing?
He's trying to
worry
sneak
about
money into her pockets.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of a normal.
I probably
Rogue
don't even
thing.
notice this. Hmm.
It doesn't seem like she notices it.
Alright, there. Just as she's buying stuff, like every time she makes a little purchase, I just kind of like floop, put a little bit in there.
Add some coins in there.
While you guys are at the market, she's buying things, or maybe once she has bought her things, she does like she vents a little bit and says that these murders, aside from like the families that they're destroying, she and the Cloven Hoof Society are worried that this is an intentional rift that Thrun is trying to drive, into the Tiefling society, because there's a lot of them that are already on the verge of violently rioting.
Huh. Yeah. He listens to her rant and he asks, "So you say that there is an opportunity for a revolution?"
She actually looks taken aback when you say that, and she says, "The last thing Barzillai Thru needs is an excuse to raise the slums."
But what if the slums weren't alone? What if all of Kintargo's people rose up around her in defiance against this tyranny? Do you think then they could be emboldened if they knew that they weren't alone?
She says that if you know somehow the murderers were to be caught and brought to justice, then it might do something to rally the Devil's Nursery. But until then, we have angry and distressed people to take care of.
I think it's wise. Do what you can to keep a level head within your community. The last thing we need is any sort of reckless revolutionaries.
I give him a pointed look. Like, are you talking about me?
No, they were about the rebellion riot.
Revolutionary, perhaps, but not. We definitely don't want something. We definitely don't. I mean, we'd be playing right into his hands. I think you're right to be concerned, especially if if Thrune is trying to specifically like rile up the community.
It is an insidious plot. But perhaps if you play things smart, you can use that to your advantage.
Oh, may I make a request?
Of course.
The name of your nursery. I can't say I'm too keen on it.
The Devil's Nursery?
He nods.
Zia, she takes a breath and says to you very earnestly that in our attempts to find, like solidarity, we've rallied behind what we are.
Your devils? He looks all surprised.
Born from fiends. Devil blood runs in our veins, but it does not dictate who we are. It certainly doesn't endear us to Throne.
Most of us in Cheliax have that in common to some extent, whether we are willing to admit it or not.
Though you may look different and perhaps frightening to some people, do not let their judgments of you become your own perceptions of yourselves.
Well, the Devil's Nursery, she says, is more of the name that was given to this part of our city. More of us, some of us are part of the Cloven Hoof Society.
And is this a secret society? Do you keep meetings close knit?
She says that it's no secret. Straya was very vocal about it.
Oh.
Did these murders happen to take place after these meetings?
Directly after them?
On the same night?
No.
I see. He'll smoke a cigarette and just be kind of lost in thought as he thinks.
Okay. She takes you to one more dark alley where the first murder happened. And if you wish to examine it, you guys can roll perceptions or use whatever other methods of inquiry you have.
Gotcha.
I'll intimidate the scene of the crime and just tell him
Yeah.
knows.
I scream at the cobblestones. Oof. Only one of us even got enough to, like, potentially
I mean, if you're
assist
like
the other.
whatchamacallit, if you're like one of those occultist like classes that like deal with haunts and stuff, and you could like detect and speak with haunts, then you probably
Oh, yeah.
could intimidate the scene of the crime to tell you things.
Man,
that's
playing an
pretty good, Jim.
occultist in this particular like part of the AP seems like it'd be really good. Like, there's probably some really cool shit you could find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like really interesting investigative stuff you can do.
Yeah. It feels like beginning parts of Adventure Paths frequently put investigations in your way because they're like, oh,
Well,
boy,
yeah, it's
they're
just,
squishy.
it's harder to die just looking at a crime scene. Yeah,
Are you
Right.
sure?
You'd
I
be
didn't say it's
surprised at how
impossible. Just that
dangerous
it's harder. It's harder.
Harder, yeah.
You can
Alright,
still
7,
do
9,
it
15,
with
18,
enough
3.
effort.
Keyword
Unfortunately,
effort.
you guys don't find anything that stands out to you here.
All right.
Well,
Phooey.
we need to set up a trap.
Oof.
There is one thing that stands out to Kane. They're all done in alleys, away from prying eyes. None
Yeah.
of them were in open area.
Also after curfew, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Where one
night.
can see in the dark. So would need light or dark vision?
Probably,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, some of you guys have dark vision already, so
Freedom looks around.
Yeah, but
2 of you guys.
that also means that the murderer either has dark vision or he has to use a torch, and obviously Tieflings move around.
Does Caleb have
Yeah,
dark vision?
but
no. He has low light vision.
He's no longer on the suspect list.
Do I? Oh, I'm half elf. I do.
No, you're not. You don't have dark vision. You have low light.
Yeah.
Zia does tell you that the one peculiar thing about the first murder site is that they tried to hide the body, but it was found. And she shows you like a little plot of dirt, where there's ground in the alleyway, and she says that this is where the body was found, the buried body of a child.
Oof. Les enfants?
But it didn't, yeah. But with your perceptions, like that part doesn't particularly stand out to you because you guys already knew that that there was a body found here.
So, let me get this correct. They not only target the adults, but also the children?
Well,
The
the
first
child was
murder
the
was a
first murder.
child. Yeah.
And,
Does this child have parents?
We never knew.
No parents?
It
has
might have been
claimed
another
their child?
an Orpon, as they say.
It might have been, yeah, another orphan
Orpon.
wandering the streets.
What fucking movie was that from? The guy kept referring to himself as an Orpon.
I don't know.
I can't even remember.
No idea.
Hmm.
And then the guy found out that his dad was actually alive. He's like, "You mean I'm not an Orpon?" That was amazing.
Jeez.
Zia does add that they did, like, after they found the body, they did they did like sprinkle holy water and offer prayers to the best, like to make sure that nothing funky here was going to happen with the with the ground.
As much as I do not want to ask it, was the face of the child the same?
Mangled?
Oui.
No, actually.
Hmm. Are we sure it's even connected then?
Well, she says a murder is a murder.
To whom did
Yeah,
this
but they might
child...
not be the same.
Yes, Gain. That is a possibility. Where... Was this child an orphan?
As far as we know, but no one actually knew the child.
So it was not
So-
one of your orphans.
Right. It wasn't. I was gonna say that from the devil's nursery.
What was that?
How did you guys? Oh, right. You guys found a child dead, but its face wasn't mangled. Do we know how it died?
Mm-mm. Let me read something. Let me get that information for you. She says she says that the child wasn't found with any like any kind of like significant wounds on their bodies, that they suspect that she had been poisoned, or that the child had been poisoned. It actually doesn't tell me the gender of the person.
He was like.
She almost looked like she. Well, I keep saying she, but Zia says that the child looked almost like as if they had been sleeping and buried like that.
Hmm.
Buried like that, or you guys buried her in the same state?
No, that when they found the body, the child looked like as if they had been buried while they were sleeping, but they were dead.
So perhaps it was a peaceful death. That is a small comfort.
Well, peaceful, relative term there. We suspect that they had been poisoned, which is why we couldn't find any injuries on them.
I might be able to determine what poison it was if I had the body, but that is not a luxury we are afforded.
Yeah, the pattern doesn't make sense. Why poison and peacefully murder someone here, but in other cases, destroy their
She
face
might have been just
and
dropped off.
Why
mangle
indeed?
it? It seems like these could be two separate murderers or some special circumstance. Not to say we don't want to figure it out, but
It might be.
Caleb, you can go ahead and roll me your strongest mental stat. Maybe you're onto something.
I was about
okay.
to chime in, but I'll let it go. I'll let him do it.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
Caleb, you think, and yeah, like something. There's definitely something off about this, and you know, your family, while you guys were taking care of your farm out like on the outside of the city, you guys know that there were some pretty odd things that you guys would find and the like out like near more of the wilds and stuff like that. And your family always told you that Fae had very strange rituals, and sometimes that they would do things like kidnap children.
True. These could be
You think that there's like
incidents.
a weird chance that the first murder wasn't just a murder. It might have been some kind of weird ritual.
It could have been to use, yeah, the body or the murderer to fuel some kind of evil fey magic. So I'll
But knowledge of what? You have no
say-
idea.
Yeah, I'll say, I'll tell the party, like, this seems oddly specific, these murders. Like, they could be, for a bigger purpose other than just killing. And Fae are a type of creature I've fought in the fields as a farmer, who I've heard have weird rituals that could call for things like this.
Hmm. Leon thoughtfully puffs on a cigarette and says, "That is an interesting idea, Caleb. I was going to postulate that perhaps it was a parent who could not bear the sight of their tiefling child no more. It is not uncommon to hear of parents either abandoning their children or, in more desperate cases, giving them a sudden end so they do not have to suffer the rest of their life of persecution."
Zia does add that there's a handful of the children that are orphaned by people who do not want a tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
Tiefling don't want their own kind.
No, sometimes tieflings are born into families that have otherwise no visible signs of having infernal blood within their families.
You mean regular humans, such as myself, can produce a tiefling? Well, I'm not human, but
It's
of
not
course.
unheard of.
Yeah, your tanks.
I figure that's what he still said.
Yeah.
Oui, mon capitaine. Imagine if you
Not
would,
exactly the most diplomatic way of putting it, but yes, that's correct.
I had a cousin once named Rosemary who gave birth, and it did not go well.
Zia says, I know you didn't find much, but I hope this did help in some way. And she says that you should probably start heading back to wherever you guys are going, and that she needs to get back to the orphanage to
Yes.
prepare
Yeah.
dinner for the children.
We're only a few hours away from curfew after all.
Mm-hmm. And by the time that she gets back and you guys are back with yourselves, it is 6:30.
Some
What do you
point,
guys do?
my familiar comes back. Was my familiar able to get us opening? I'm guessing.
Okay,
not.
so roll a percentage. What do you want high?
I want high. Okay, that's fairly high.
Kind of. Not as high as I wanted, though.
Okay, I figured it was a
Not
long
within
shot.
the high percentile.
All right. Well,
The bird might have seen the child, but didn't
but not
have
an
an opening.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
she was
that's
like
fine.
at a window, but the window was closed.
Maybe we'll have another opportunity. Maybe we won't need to talk to that kid.
Maybe.
It seems like such an obvious thing, though. Like I feel like the game
Talk
wants
to the
you to
child?
talk. Yeah, the game wants you to talk to the
Well,
child.
Consider that might be the best source of information, but the
Might be too obvious.
the caretakers such as Zia are are a they're an unintentional obstacle.
Yeah, I mean, might be able to.
Well, I mean, they're caretakers.
There might be some
for
other
a
ways to
reason.
go. Yeah, there might be some other
Mhm.
ways
They're
to
caretakers.
approach this.
I mean, the last thing that they want is to have like a stranger come and I want to talk to the child, and then find out that they murdered the child.
Yeah, it makes some sense. Well, we did help her a lot, so maybe that'll make it so she'll be.
It
more
does seem
willing
like
to-
she does. Yeah, she's a little more endeared to
Yeah.
you.
So that could
And then
that could come to help us later.
That's
But I mean, we have some other stuff. That's like a longer term plan for.
She is a
way
contact.
to- Yeah.
That too. We'll have to see how she handles having like a gold or something turn up. But yeah, what do you guys do? You guys have a few hours left in the day as far as curfew is. As far as curfew is considered. And of course, you guys can always operate after curfew. You just have to be careful
You
about
just
it.
have to be careful about it. Yeah.
I'm not the sneakiest farmer boy there ever was. I
Me
don't
neither.
know. Like,
Let us
I feel like we have
Just
return
don't wear
and
armor.
but
continue setting up the place for people to
yeah,
arrive.
at
Okay.
some point we should maybe try and set up like a stakeout because I mean these murders have been
You guys can
happening
do that.
pretty frequently.
I mean, is that what you want to do? Do you want to do we want to meet up within the Devil's Nursery and try to perhaps find something during this killer's normal hours of operation, as it were?
Yeah, that's.
Or do we
Well,
want to
think
just
we should
some of
continue
us are
investigating tomorrow?
stealthy, but if the Tengu get to know that map real good, they can maybe do stakeout.
So it sounds like Freedom
True.
wants to
We
wait
could
till
have the
tomorrow
Tengu
to
do it.
continue our investigation under normal operational daytime hours.
Well, I don't mind what you guys do. I'm just not very quiet and stealthy, so I don't know how useful I will be in hiding.
we could perhaps store your armor while we are traveling past curfew, and then once we have found and posted up, then you could put your armor on. No moving around.
I don't know. Sometimes I got an itch on my butt, and I gotta.
Perhaps if we could ask Zaya if you, Freedom, and perhaps Caleb could spend the night, and then Ken, myself, and Amon can go from our place, meet you here.
Yeah.
If she will have you.
I still think we do have the problem of not being too sneaky.
Right, regardless
Like,
of
we'll
how
probably
we get there and
attract
approach
attention
it,
to
like,
ourselves.
you sit me down in a corner to hide and watch, I'm still gonna make noise regardless. Just because my stealth sucks. So
Kane says if I could borrow that cloak, I could go watch the alleys tonight. I could see in the
Ooh.
dark, and
yeah.
I'm stealthy enough.
Oh, that also, I can't see
I know
in the
my way
dark.
around.
I don't even have low light
You
vision.
want to go alone?
If you have good
I'm
stealth,
dangerous.
you can use this cape to amplify that.
Yeah, that's what he was. He's like, if I can borrow that cloak, I can
Yeah.
maybe get around the city, and even if I get caught, I might be able to talk my way out of the curfew law.
And if while you are posting up, you see some suspicious activity, you could use the Corbeau d'Argent to send a message to us, and we would quickly go to your location.
Yeah. He's willing to go. He also reminds everybody I don't have to be up close and personal to stop someone. If it comes to it, I could still stay hidden for the most part while fending off people.
Alright, but don't try to be a hero, alright? At least without me getting a chance too.
He nods.
Yeah, so you can use the Raven token thing to send a message if you do see something.
Yeah, he will. He knows. So
Okay.
that cloak is a +4, right?
Plus
Elven
5.
kind?
+5.
5.
Yeah, you can put it in the,
Yeah, the Cloak of
item
Elven
sheet maybe if we want to actually transfer it.
Nah, he's just borrowing it.
Yeah, I'll be good. I'll just put a +5 every time I roll for it. So Kane will, I guess, wait until it's dark, and probably a little bit after a little bit more after curfew, because there still might be like straggling guards like going around checking.
So you're gonna wait till after curfew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright,
Then
I
why
guess
don't you go
I'm
ahead and roll
staying
me
at
that
the.
stealth?
I guess I'm staying at the at our hideout instead of like at my own place, just in case something, like in case we get a summons, like a notification that something has gone wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
We want to stay centralized so we can react quicker.
Yeah, let's do that.
Otherwise, I'd stay at my own apartment. But
Okay, 22 is good.
This is called resistance bonding time. Staying up all night.
Kane, go ahead and roll me a percentage.
How do you roll it? 100 or D100?
Right click on the
right click.
D10 and then select the percent sign.
Ignore that
plus
+5. I had
5.
that. Ignore
Oh,
that.
geez.
Ignore
Yeah.
that +5. Yeah, I had it set for
So
the
68.
for the stealth.
It's a sneaky percentage.
Okay. Kane, you do not see anything that night. You don't manage to find a murder as it takes place.
One thing that you might want to observe is whether or not tieflings are out and about in the alleys at night.
Yeah, that's true. Do I see any like stragglers other than like the obvious, like, oh, that guy's murdering someone? Do I see like anybody just walking around other than
Tieflings out
guards?
beyond curfew, yeah.
The streets are pretty empty. Like seems like the tieflings are avoiding being outside at night right now.
I wonder if they're getting lured out then.
Or
that's what I want to
he
ask
might-
about.
he might have another thing is they might be taken during the day and then just brought out at night to be killed because no one's out on the street. But all right, he'll make his way back to the hideout.
Okay. As you start making your way back, you do notice something, that probably like spooks you.
Okay.
You start to hear like the fluttering, the loud fluttering of like wings.
Mm-hmm.
And from an alley, you see like this swarm of something dark and fuzzy, some few hundred feet, or actually I guess at the edge of your dark vision, like moves out of an alley.
So it goes away out of the alley.
Swarm of
It doesn't just
things?
go out of it, it flies out of the alley.
It flies out of the alley.
Oh, jeez. the
Like you see
flying
like a
swarm.
bunch of like limbs and stuff like within this swarm, and you can't make out like what it was, but you do see it, like it flies away.
Okay. He'll I guess he'll stealth into the alleyway and see if they were up to anything.
And inside the alleyway, you do see that there is a high window, like 30 feet above, like a third story. And you notice that the window is open.
Hmm.
And that down behind a barrel is a dead body.
Oh, shit.
Alright. He'll God damn. Alright. He Murder shit. He'll take a look to see if it's a tiefling.
It is. It is a tiefling.
Did I see what direction that swarm was flying? Like, I know they flew up. Was there any like general direction?
It basically flew north out of your sight, and then you don't know where it went.
Alright. He'll
Didn't really leave any tracks to follow.
He'll look at the tiefling's face. Is it all messed up?
It is.
Dang.
Do you have heal? Or roll me a heal check. You don't have to be trained in it. Alright, yeah, all you see is that the tiefling has a severely mangled face. Whatever was used to kill them basically, like, beat them to death.
Alright. He, I don't know what he'll do. I mean, he really can't
Also,
do
the
anything
tiefling
now,
is
but-
in their undergarments, like as if they were
There's an
dressed
open
down
window.
and vulnerable.
Yeah, it's, almost sleeping in the window.
Sleeping in the window? I thought the window was 30 feet above.
No, the window is open, so if they're dressed down, they might have been in the room, like
You think
asleep
so?
or-
That this person might have been asleep or something, which would mean that they were abducted. That open window was they must have come through there somehow.
Yeah. Well, they do fly, so they can get up there pretty quick. he moves away from this area or from this scene. He'll
Okay.
just in case someone comes by, he doesn't want to be put like, oh, you murdered that person type of thing.
Yeah.
And he will make his way back because he really can't.
Okay.
Like he'll look around. Does he see like any like people or anything? Like I know there's the flying things, but they might be like summoned or
Do
whatever
you
by
think that
someone.
they're?
Do you think the swarm's responsible, maybe?
That's
You don't
one,
see anyone.
one thing. He thinks. All right. Do I see anything?
No, you don't even see a sign of that swarm.
All right. Yeah, he'll make his way back to the hideout then. After
Okay.
that. Was it a male or female tiefling?
Let's find out. A male tiefling.
All right.
Hmm.
Since it's only 10:30, he'll stick around this area. He'll go away from that particular alley, but he's gonna go try to like find a spot where he can post up and just keep watch and see if he sees that swarm again.
Throughout the rest of the night.
Yeah, he's gonna stay up basically up until like an hour before dawn or
Okay.
a little
Go
bit
ahead and roll me
before
another
that.
stealth check then. Actually, roll me 2 more stealth checks. Okay. Roll me 2 percentages. Lower is bad. And higher is good.
Wow, those are terrible rolls.
Yeah, bad rolls. The first one was great.
Wait, I don't even see how the first one happened because I have
That's not a percentage.
yeah, neither one of those are.
You didn't roll stealth checks. You just rolled.
Yeah. I just rolled d20s. That's
So
why.
you know what you
Okay.
can do
Ooh.
is when you right click to choose the percentage of the dice, instead of rolling it, drop it down in that hotspot number 1 underneath the dice, and then you'll just always have your percentage available. You can just click that. Those are hotkeys. The numbers down at the bottom.
Okay,
1, 2, 3,
so
4. Yeah.
all right. I need the roll the. I was rolling the stealths first, but those weren't even
gotcha.
Well, let's
stealth
see. So
rolls.
the actual stealth would have been like the 1,
Plus 12.
because your normal stealth is a
So it
plus
would have
12.
been
So that
13.
1 should be a 13. Yeah, which isn't quite as
15,
bad.
13, and
Yeah.
18 for those
Okay.
2 rolls.
I still need a percentage for the first one, because that one is below the DC. For sneaking out at night. Okay. No one or no thing finds you, even though your stealth was very low.
Whew.
No thing. I like that.
Yeah. So, I guess whenever it is that he comes back, I'm gonna say that you guys rendezvous the next day
Yeah.
near the morning here.
I didn't see anything else that night though.
No, you
I'm
didn't.
guessing. Okay.
I mean, wasn't finding a murdered body enough? Jeez.
Well, it could have been that there's 2 murder bodies. You know what I mean?
God.
That's why it's staying out there because
Yeah, no,
it
I'm
might.
just kidding. Yeah, I mean, we probably would have had at least someone stay up in case a raven came. But I imagine we probably slept in shifts otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just probably slept through the night and figured if like got woken up. Like if a message got sent by
Yeah.
one of the ravens, it'd wake me up.
Wizard folk need their 8 hours of sleep.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He
Alright,
gets
so-
back there, I guess.
Yep, at 6:30 in the morning, you guys reconvene, and yes, you guys rest. I think I can push a button to rest you.
Don't arrest us.
Oh, except me. You can't. Don't press it for my character. He's
You
been
may
up
have.
the whole
It's
time.
for everyone, so you're gonna have to probably undo it. I think.
It's fine.
I mean,
His-
it's like
I think
cure
your
1 HP
your
or
ability's still
whatever.
reset.
But I get a
Alright.
condition, don't I, for staying up?
Yeah, you might have
Fatigued.
fatigued.
I could just put that on you.
Yeah, you just put that. And then he might rest during the morning.
Spell preparation mode.
But he gives back the cloak to Freedom, and then he realizes what he saw last night. And he looks at Caleb. And he says, "You might have something with your thoughts, in line with your thoughts
Oh?
yesterday." He
You
says,
saw Faye.
"I'm not 100% sure, but I saw a swarm of flying creatures
Oh.
that had limbs or what looked like limbs, but I wasn't too close."
Tiny flying creatures with limbs. Yeah, that sounds like Faye.
And there was another murder. The tiefling face was all mangled, and it looked like it came out of a third-story building. A window was open, and the creatures flew from that. So
Okay, so it worries me if it's small creatures, I won't be able to strike them with my scythe.
Leon walks in.
Is it how small they
With the-
are?
Says, well,
Yes.
perhaps an explosion will take care of them.
Yeah, we have an alchemist. We can actually handle
That's true.
swarms.
Only do
We have to
fromage
find
for
them
the guardian.
first.
It brings this warm feeling to my heart.
is there any knowledge I can roll on that swarm? I know I didn't see bits and pieces of it, but is there any
You'll have to actually get a
creatures I
better
could think
look.
of? Oh, okay. All right.
But you know that they can fly.
Yeah. Which is kind of a problem since none of us have fly yet.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It's got to level up 4 times. We get it. We'll be fine.
He does say it is weird that a swarm's only targeting tieflings.
Well, if you think it's Fae, what do the Fae have against tieflings?
Well, like I was saying before, it may not be specifically for them. It could just be they're the easy ones to kill and get away with, but it sounds like they're probably using these murders to fuel some kind of evil magic or ritual.
I have to
Well,
admit, I
I
haven't
say-
interacted with Faye very much, so I
I say we
wish I had insight into that.
Kane says maybe if I could rest for a couple hours, we go to the murder scene during the day, since I know someone will find the body during the day. I didn't alert anybody to it last night. to
Uh,
keep my
You
presence
didn't
hidden.
leave any of your presence there, did you? So that the murder doesn't accidentally get blamed on you.
Not that. Pretty sure I didn't. I don't have Pass Without a Trace yet, so I don't. I can't say for sure if I did or not.
Damn, I should have used
Yeah.
that scroll on you, maybe.
Yeah,
I
it's
think the
for the most part he'll be fine. He said I was moving around pretty quietly, and I made sure to get out of there
Or where are you?
quickly.
A hair
Alright,
can
you're fine.
fall off
Do we
you
think
at
he's
any
lying?
time.
He also says I made sure to get out of there as quickly as I could before I didn't stay there that long.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
like you did the right thing. Thank you for staying up all night for us. That was very good.
It's not the first
very
time,
good.
and it probably won't be the last time.
I do
Sounds
have
like we might know
a
what we're up against now.
Maybe.
perhaps.
If you
I
guys
do
act
have
quickly,
a-
there is a body.
Yeah, we should go
That's what
there.
he's saying. Maybe you guys could go there while he. I guess he could just lead you guys there. He'll rest later.
Yeah, fatigue's not the worst thing. You'll be fine.
Yeah. He'll rest later. He's not too worried about it.
You can rest
So
in the
he-
shed.
He gets like a
You
cup
get
of
an
coffee
energy
though.
boost with that omelet.
He gets a
Yeah.
cup of coffee, and then he says maybe we should head out. I'd say we give it. Actually, it's probably because
The sooner
what
the
time is
better.
it? 6:30. Yeah,
don't
the
wanna
sooner the
waste
better, I
It's
guess.
like morning. Yeah, it's really early.
Yeah, so he'll lead the way back to where he saw the body.
Okay, you do that.
I guess as we're going along, I'll ask the others, do I perhaps want to let Zaya know what happened so that she can begin to spread the word among the tieflings of what sort of creature it is? That way, they don't start fighting
step at
amongst
a time.
Are you
themselves.
sure we want to do that? I'm not sure we want to rally them up just
I'd
yet.
say wait
Let's
till we
check. Let's check
get
this body
definitive.
first before we like jump to any conclusions.
I meant to say that inform her that it was not a tiefling, so that she can inform those like her
Well,
that
we
it
still
is
don't know
not
that.
Yeah, we're just guessing at this point.
The Fae
Still.
could have
Very
just
well.
been
The victim was a
summoned or
tiefling.
minions. You know, the Fae could have just been, doing a duty.
I'd say we wait until we've got a definitive or our best guess, and maybe later in the day.
Okay. You guys get there, and the body is still there, fresh. It doesn't seem like anyone else has found the body yet.
Haven't found it
It
yet?
is
Jeez.
very lightly hidden behind that barrel.
Okay.
So perhaps we do our own investigation here, and we'll have to report this to someone.
See,
mean,
that's where
Is
Cannon's
the
kind of
window
worried.
still open?
It is.
Is there a door to this household?
It is actually it's a tenement where there's several apartments in it, but there is an entrance to it that you could find.
Okay, I'll go in.
It's just not in the alley.
And I'll try to find the door and lightly knock on it for the room that we think it's to.
Okay. You go up there, Freedom. It seems like the tenement is certainly inhabited by, multiple residents. You might even see one on their way to going out or coming back in from the other side, oblivious that there's been another murder. But you do find you go to the third story and you think you're knocking on the door of the apartment that had been broken or where the person might have lived,
Mhm.
and you knock on the door, and you get no answer.
Okay, I'll return back to the group and let them know that nobody's home.
Yeah.
So
Should
perhaps
I
this
live
climb
by
up
tiefling
themselves.
there?
lived alone then?
If anybody wants to inspect the body, I could go up and inspect the room.
Through the window, if you're good at climbing, I cannot.
Oui, mon capitaine. I will be right back. And I'm gonna drink my mutagen to give myself a climb speed.
Okay, you do that.
And I'll start climbing up the side of this tenement to the third window.
You start climbing up.
Alright.
And you get in there.
Yeah.
Alright, you find a small single-room apartment.
Alright.
And you...
I'll inspect it for any sort of thing suspicious.
Okay, sure. You can roll me perception. What are you guys doing out with the body?
So I'm gonna inspect around it, and then I guess I'll also do a heal check to confirm cause of death.
Sure, give me a heal check.
Kane's gonna stand at. Kane looks at Caleb. He says, "We should guard the entrances to the alley, or stand. That way, we know if someone's gonna be coming on
Sure.
the and
Yeah,
warn the
seems like a
others."
good idea. I'll stand guard with you.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna get one exit. Is
Are we
there
on
like
separate sides?
yeah, separate sides? We'll say like 30 or like 40 feet away. That way we can. I don't know.
Yeah, you get
You
that.
just stand guard.
I got
Watch.
you.
Yeah, watch and see if anybody's coming.
Okay. Freedom, you check the body out. And while the savage, like, beating on their face is certainly the cause of death, you have the wisdom, as per the wisdom used for heal, to check elsewhere. And you find that every single one of this person's teeth is missing.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
They're collecting teeth?
from tieflings.
Arr. What would you possibly need teeth for?
Some
Fey
kind of
rituals?
magic ritual. Yeah.
They are weird.
Maybe it's a tooth fairy.
Could be.
It's a deadly tooth fairy.
Well, if what uh if what Kane was saying was true, there might be a bunch of tooth fairies, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a fae.
Does anybody else do anything with the body?
Right? Not yet. But at some point we do need to alert officials. And give this person a proper, I don't know, burning, because that's what they do, right?
That's the tieflings have been doing, yeah.
Yeah.
We can always alert one of the tiefling or that what's her name? The lady that the tiefling that we were talking to.
Zia?
We always let her know that there's another body.
I don't think it's her responsibility. She's just an orphanage.
Yeah, but
caretaker.
the The
She
tieflings
could
have been the
send
ones
the
that have
word
been
to the
running the.
Cloven Hoof Society.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, she's part of the like tiefling order. That, and it's been them that's been taking care of the bodies afterwards. I don't think the guards or anybody even cares.
Okay. Well, what is
So Leon, going back to
Leon
you,
find? Yeah.
was your 8 for the perception in the apartment?
Yeah.
Okay. You see a disturbed bed, and you don't see any kind of a sign of a struggle in here, which is the weird thing. You'd think that if they were taken, like, forcefully from their bed, that there would be, like, more evidence here, but there's none.
All right. Is there anything else that I can roll that is not perception that would give me perhaps another chance of figuring out what happened here?
You're a gnome, right?
Correct.
Give me a special gnome roll. You roll a 1d100.
All right. All right.
You want really high, and I might give you something. Just because gnomes have something to do with Fae.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense that I failed it since I don't have as great a tie to the Fae as some other gnomes.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
still,
All
enough
you
to give a
find is that
chance.
there's no sign of a struggle.
Your Fae senses weren't tingling.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll dejectedly climb back
Did you want to
down.
take anything like valuables?
No, he doesn't want to take anything like that. They might have some, like... I mean, it's unlikely, being a tiefling, but they might have some, well...
Or take anything at all?
Actually, yeah. Well, let's see. What things of value appear to be in the room?
There's like there's coins from this person's personal wealth, and there's like assorted, clothes and other trinkets. It'd basically just be a gold value that I give you.
Okay, then, yeah, I'll grab that.
I finally figured out what you're trying to tell me, secret about the percentages.
Oh.
I was like saying here, like, what was she talking about the quick bar?
Yeah.
Yep,
That actually
yeah.
does help. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to use that. I don't really anymore.
All right. You take 11 gold pieces.
All right. All right. He'll climb back out of the room after putting that in his gold purse.
All right.
Climb back down.
What do you guys do
And,
now?
I'd tell them that, I didn't find anything. I could not find any evidence of the creatures that you claimed of, Kane. It looked like there was no struggle. Very strange.
The first child that was found, they thought it was poisoned, but also seemed to be sleeping. Do Fae have
Oh, yeah, and it was
sleepy
buried.
magic or luring, commanding,
Sure.
suggesting kind of
Some
stuff,
do.
maybe?
It's kind of like fairly common for Fae to have like certain enchantments that like do things to people.
But I mean, Fae is a very diverse thing. Like, I don't know a whole lot about Fae, especially particular ones, but much like the devils that I am more familiar with, they can have a wide variety of different abilities.
Does this man look like he fell at all?
No.
Okay.
No part of his body is like injured like his face is, unless he were to somehow fall directly onto his face.
Which is possible.
But yep, there's no like evidence that his body hit the floor.
Oh, wow.
How is he getting out of the window? And why would he open the window? Do you think the Fae can open the window? Or maybe he opened the window?
I do not know. These are questions we can find the answers to. But your speculation is evident of a sharp mind.
Well, of
Did you
course.
check the window for any I mean, I guess you guys didn't find any like you didn't find any evidence of like
Mhm.
stuff like with on the window, I guess.
Nah, I mean, my 8 perception probably wouldn't have
Yeah.
revealed very much.
What did I roll? Yeah, I rolled a 13, which isn't great either.
Yeah, plus they're on the bottom floor.
Oh, I didn't even roll perception when I got there.
I mean, I can go
Yeah, I
if you
figured
open
we
the
were
door
watching
for
it
us.
outside,
If you open the
but-
door for us, I can go
Yeah,
in
we're
there and
not
look
really
around
watching
more
for-
up there. But
I mean, if anyone is interested to, I can. But the longer we stick around here, the more chance we have of being spotted by some people who
Yeah.
will remember us.
I mean, I feel like we got some good information already.
We can always maybe come back here too after this is all. We know now that this is another site, and we know a little bit more where and what happened.
Shall we head back to the long roads or tell Zia what happened?
We should inform her that there's another murder and that they should maybe bury their kind, however which way they do so. And Freedom will give a quick prayer to Arshea.
Okay, you do that.
Agreed. A moment for the prayer and then to theirs. And he will respectfully smoke
Certainly
in the
does
other
feel like there's
direction.
an evil afoot.
Evil.
Yeah.
In the sewers?
All right. So you guys are going. You're going to go tell Zia,
Correct.
and you do. And when you do, she is horrified to know that there is another murder.
I'll use that moment of horror as a distraction to slip some more money.
Oh,
Jesus.
God.
What is happening here?
Leon
do
does
so.
not like money.
And she says that she's gonna try and reach the Cloven Hoof Society as fast as possible. So that they can take care of the body. But she says that if this keeps happening, then the Devil's Nursery is going to become a lot more chaotic.
Hmm. Well, hopefully we can put a stop to this soon. We have some information at least.
She says if you do, like, she says that she can't give you anything if you do this, but she will tell the Cloven Hoof Society about you, 5.
Perhaps you
And
can
maybe they
also
can.
tell them to advise your kind to maybe black out your windows when you go to bed at night and lock them.
She inquires if this person was abducted.
It's possible that they're being influenced by magic to open their windows.
That's new and grim information, but she nods her head.
But perhaps if they can't see through the window, they can't influence you, maybe. And if they're opening the windows, if it's locked, then that would be a struggle. It is the best your people can do for yourselves, at least for now.
She says that she hopes that the best her people can do is to stay calm.
Huh.
But she understands you. Alright, what do you guys do now?
Back to the long roads?
Sure. You guys head back to the coffee house. Oh yeah, I need to mark that, too, on the map. It's actually really close to the park. Where are you, cool text?
We're not sponsored by Cool Text, but we could be.
Except for they don't make money, except for ad revenue.
Dang.
But yeah, you guys get back to the Long Roads Coffee House. What do you do there?
I tell the others, I can go inform the Tengu what we feel we are looking for, and then we can discuss our next plan.
Okay.
So that's what I'll be doing for like the next, 10 minutes or something. I'll be informing the Fushi sisters, the swarm that Kane described, and what they do to their victims, presumably.
Okay, you do that. They tell you, Leon, that they've been studying the map of Kintargo all day and most of the night, and that they'll attempt to start scouting out some of it, and that they could use some supplies.
What kind of supplies?
Did we not find supplies in the hornet's nest? Or the wasp's nest?
We didn't talk about what the supplies were yet.
Let me go find that for you.
But yeah, we would say if anything in this inventory will be handy, feel free.
So, inside of all the crates there's fine embroidered Varisian clothing. What else? I guess that's the majority of what it is. It's crates of smuggled embroidered clothing.
I guess I'll ask.
When we liberate the people, we can hand this out to everybody in celebration.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. Or we could sell it ahead of time in order to secure funds to make sure that they get that freedom in the first place. If you want to take some for yourself, I will look the other way.
Hmm. Mm.
But as
Very
far
generous,
as what Corva's talking about, as far as supplies, she says that some disguise kits would also help them in the event that they are seen.
I personally do not have that much gold on myself, but
I
once we
wonder
raise
why.
enough...
Yeah, right.
Well, that money wasn't mine in the first place.
Oh.
But he does tell them that he'll try to secure the funds for that as soon as possible. Is there any way to fence or sell the smuggled embroidery to secure those funds today?
Well, good luck trying to sell that to people here. It's against the law.
Which makes it an even more expensive
Not a
commodity.
way that you have access to at the moment.
Or super cheap.
You would actually have to find somebody to help you smuggle and deal these things.
Someone willing to take that risk at a price.
Or a team that has those skills.
Yeah,
Ooh, I like it.
I don't-
Ooh.
it's not something I can help with.
Looking at
Yeah,
the price
as your
of
influence
disguise
grows,
kit.
you'll have more options with what to do with certain things.
Oh, I tell them, I may not have a disguise kit at the moment, but what about this? And I'll pull out a potion.
A potion of...
Disguise
Potion of
it?
self.
disguise.
That's singular, though.
That's also pretty good. That will also help.
I tell them I can craft these. It takes some time, but I only have one, but I will try to make more. And I'll give them one potion of disguise self.
Okay. Corva accepts it, and she thanks you. And they'll start sneaking around Kintargo tonight.
Cool. Alright, I'm done
While you
for
guys are
now.
also there, Rexus tells you that he's been hard at work trying to figure out a cipher for the documents that you found. And he says that he's getting bits and pieces of it together so far. But there's just so much of it that it's going to take him some time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if
Okay.
he asks if any of you guys are familiar with reading through large documents, wink wink, he would appreciate the help.
Not it.
What kind of
Do
help
I
does he
even know
need?
how to read?
Are you
He
literate?
shows you what he's looking at. He shows you what he's working on, and basically that translates out of character to making a linguistics check to help him.
Yeah.
Dang, I don't have
Kane-
linguistics.
Kane
I'm profession
sits up from
barrister.
his-
If they're legal documents, I can totally help.
Kane
I
was
can't help with
laying
it.
down on his bed, and he like sits up, and he says, I'll help you with that."
Okay. Yeah, it actually might look
Well-
even more puzzle-like than reading documents, basically. Maybe Kane,
Okay.
yeah,
Well, I mean,
sees
I
like
can.
a puzzle.
If we get to level
I have
2, I can
only have one rank in
linguistics.
it, and it's not.
Yeah.
That's enough. That's enough to try to help him.
Class skill, but at least have one.
Yeah.
Didn't roll it. Oh yeah, I did.
Oh, 15's not bad.
If they're legal documents, that can help.
Profession barrister.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, let me
Kane,
help.
you're
Yep.
Kane seems like he does have a little bit of skill for this, a little bit of talent. Looking at, basically you'll be working with him, for a few days on this. Whenever you got the
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do you guys do today? You guys been doing some more stuff with the Fushi sisters, helping Rexus.
Oh, before the Fushi sisters leave, Kane will give them his like silver raven statuette and show them
Okay.
how it works. And
All right.
he says if you guys seem like you're gonna get into trouble or need our help, just send word.
Corva nods.
Is there a library?
There is.
Freedom goes for a walk to the library and sees if he can, like, check out a book. I don't know if they check out books.
Do you want to check out a book?
I want to check out a book.
You need a library card first.
Yeah. Maybe they, like, arcane mark the book and put a magic.
This one
something
buried
on
in
it.
sand.
What they're going to do is they're going to require you to give them a sample of your blood in case you steal the books, and then they'll.
No.
Yeah.
Sure though. What kind of book are you looking for?
A book about tieflings. He wants to learn more about tieflings.
Okay. Now, it is public knowledge that certain texts have been censored, and that
Oh.
Thrune's occupation of Kintargo has seen libraries and stuff being, gone through, and some things have been redacted. But you do find a book that gives you more, that you can read about tieflings.
Okay, yeah, he just wants to learn more about, like, who are they? Why do they exist? How did
It's
that
a
happen?
fairly neutral book on tieflings, but it does err a little bit on the side of, like, being a bit,
Racist.
not the politest, towards
Yeah.
them.
Well, because
It's a
tieflings
very
is, like,
objective, stereotypical book.
they're the opposite race of him, so it's like,
Right.
yeah. He's concerned about this whole devil voodoo bullshit, so he wants to, like, understand it more. But yeah, so that's what he'll do in any spare time that he's not working on resistance stuff. He'll flip through the pages of that book.
Okay.
And then eventually return it.
Alright, you do. If there was a certain kind of knowledge check you wanted to make, you could roll one with a bonus from the book. Were you looking for some kind of information?
Not particularly. He just... I guess his standpoint right now is that he's not even sure if he should be helping these people. I mean, of course he wants to, like, take care of this killer situation, but, like, Devil's Nursery and these things being born from real humans, it's concerning.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's, like, multiple chapters within the book on tieflings that would warn the reader to, don't put all of your trust in them, because sometimes they can't control the fiendish part of them. It comes out sometimes.
Gotcha. Does the fiendish part, like, take over them? Like, there's no return, or it's just behaviors?
I think the book would describe it more as like it's like a little part of their conscience. Like it kind of almost predisposes them towards being selfish or interested in personal gain. Not necessarily something they can't control, but it's not like a force that exerts itself on them. It's like figuratively like there's a devil on their shoulder, nagging at them.
Yeah. Weak or strong-minded, you'll get varying results.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Okay.
but we have lots of time today, don't we? Is it New Day?
Oh yeah.
Still, yeah.
Yep, it is a new day.
Is there another group we want to start looking into? Or at least break the ice with?
That's a good question.
We want smugglers, yeah?
That we do.
What do all these things say?
Oh, there is there is a statue that was defaced because the professor was supposedly, I mean, there were rumors that they may have been the Temple Hill slasher.
Oh, the Temple Hill slasher.
Because I have here in my notes that it says that they were a killer of tieflings 100 years ago, and Professor Manhoon statue was defaced.
Where did the slasher slash the faces just like the ones we witnessed? Well, singular, the one we witnessed.
Is that something I know with a knowledge?
Sorry, what exactly?
Was the slasher known to get the same results as the tiefling that we just found dead? His face was all damaged. Was the slasher known to do it that way?
Oh, slashing at someone's face.
And then, yeah, I guess taking their teeth.
Right.
Definitely not the teeth thing. And as far as like the face goes, you think that the slasher basically managed to mangle up most of their body, including their face.
Okay, so this is slightly out of characteristic.
Yeah.
I might still be interested in checking out that statue, though, that was recently defaced. And I tell everyone of my thoughts about the whole thing, and if anyone was free in between their activities, they're free to join.
I don't have anything going on, so I'll join.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we should maybe all go.
All right. You too, Kane?
He's gonna take this time to rest. Yeah, like
He's sleepy.
Well, he's sleep. Well, not only that, they stayed up, but he's like reading and like trying to figure out stuff with helping what's his name, and that makes me tired in real life. So,
right,
like I could just imagine how tired he's getting. But he'll just take this time to rest while you guys are going there.
Okay.
Because he in his head he might go out tonight with the Tengu just to make sure nothing happened, and give them more of a security since they don't have the stuff that they need quite yet.
Be our nighttime stealth operator.
I'm working it.
I'll be right back.
We'll see.
It's kind of the role you're taking up. Oh yeah.
It's kind of the role I built this guy for.
We were gonna be given roles at some point, but yeah.
This city is gonna be his playground eventually, because he's an urban ranger and they get to choose like a favorite city, so he
Yeah.
gets like all of his like super terrain bonuses and stuff.
That's right, because your class is pretty much made to be like, I'm just gonna live in this place for my entire life.
Yeah, basically. And that's another
Yeah.
reason why I chose a half orc, was so he can operate at night.
That's pretty cool. I wonder if like you had a level 20 urban ranger as an enemy, like if you could use like one of those forceful teleport spells to basically like get rid of all their buffs.
Yeah. I know that they can choose other places too. Like at a certain point, you could like switch your location, but I don't know how quick that is.
Ah.
All right, I'm back.
You have. All right. Well, I guess the group minus Kane are gonna head towards that statue.
Okay. So the statue is actually located inside of another building.
Is that the university?
It's not a university.
Is it a place that I know of?
It is. If anybody's lived here for a decent amount of time, you guys would know this place. It's actually it's a building with a wax gallery.
Lovely.
It's a museum that has basically gone out of business.
Uh-huh.
Oh man,
As
all the murders happen at the wax museums.
Yep.
Oh man.
And then new statues appear that look curiously lifelike.
Oh yeah, and lifelike statues. Jeez, this is bad news.
It's alright, I'll melt them.
God.
I'll slash them.
So yeah, the gallery, the museum is the museum's been abandoned for a while. The front doors are locked, but you don't think anyone's inside. Do you guys enter in? Or do you guys find a way in?
If it looks like there's nobody around, well, I guess first I'll get the answer to that question. Does it look like there's many people around?
No.
Alright, I'll tell the others, why don't you look over there? Just let me know if anybody walks up.
Sure.
I'm just going to jimmy the handle a little bit.
Go ahead and roll a disable device.
Whoopsie
Ooh, that
doodles.
one's not good enough. You want to try again?
Alright. Yeah, I'll try again.
Spend 4. The same thing.
God.
Spend 5 rounds on that one.
Freedom does
try
look
again?
over his shoulder while you're
There
doing
you
that.
go.
He's like, did you ever try knocking?
It's a
You get it that time.
I knock on the
So-
door, and then I open it, say like, oh, voila, what do you know, mon capitan? You're right, all I needed to do is knock.
See?
Entra. Hold the door open for them.
Oh, and you guys
Okay,
also know
in
the
we go.
museum that you're entering is called Hokum's Phantasmagorium, where there's a lot of like, yeah, it has a crazy name.
Phantasmagorium.
Hookums?
Yep.
This sounds like something we should be doing where we're like 10th level, not first level, but okay.
Well, there's like all kinds of signs that like advertise like all the exhibits within, including the wax museum.
Okay.
This isn't like a movie and the museum's gonna come to life while we're in it.
Yeah,
And if it
you guys
does,
basically
then
move
we're
past like a
fucked.
box office
Not a
and
museum.
there's like these old blank signs and banners and panes and stuff like where they're supposed to be set up, and you guys just go right on in.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm definitely
You guys
keeping
walk
an
past
eye out.
a hall with like all this taxidermy, very macabre.
I sneer at it.
This
This is
like
not art.
Look around.
this like whatchamacallit, like there's a section of it where they kind of replicated like being under the ocean, like lots of water-filled cases and displays of strange colorful sea creatures, puddles of water on the floor alongside glass. There's of course the token insect exhibit slash zoo thing,
Ooh.
but of course like there's nothing there anymore. Well, I guess there
Oh.
is like preserved husks of like giant insects.
Ooh.
You're excited by that.
Well, no, I was just.
And then there's the wax
Insects
gallery.
are cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can see that there's various replicas of politicians, folk heroes, deities, and other creatures in this room, all made of wax. Some are laughably fake, and the others are eerily lifelike.
Um.
And I assume you're looking for the Temple Hill Slasher, and you do
Correct.
find one particular wax statue that stands out. It is of a man dressed in blood-stained professor's robes. He wields a bloody surgeon's knife in one hand, but the face has been like... It looks like it's been like carved and melted away into an unrecognizable mess, save for one single glaring eye. And the defaced statue bears a plaque that has inscribed upon it, Professor Mangvoon, Temple Hill Slasher.
Yeah, we've heard about this guy before.
Professor
Wait.
Mangloom? How do you how is it?
Manvoon.
Manvoon. Mangvoon. Vroom vroom. Okay, but the museum's also named after him?
No, the museum is called Hokum's Phantasmagorium.
Oh, right, okay.
We heard a rumor about Temple Hill Slasher Professor Manvoon before.
Is that in my notes?
Mhm.
This isn't the first we've heard of him.
I
yeah.
look at it, smoke a cigarette, blow it in the face of the statue, and say, "Well, I do not think that this looks like a swarm of creatures. It is a poor facsimile of a man."
For the heck of it, I cast Detect Evil.
Detect evil. You do not detect evil.
Just checking.
So the statue, it looks like it was defaced. Does it look like any of that is especially recent or happened a while ago?
No, I don't think it's especially recent, no. Seems like it's been like this for some time. Maybe not like when the museum was in use, but like shortly after. People probably broke in like you did and vandalized it. out of just pure spite and loathing.
Gotcha. So it doesn't seem like this happened recently, perhaps in reaction to the recent resurgence of these murders.
No.
Maybe he's mad somebody defaced his statue and he returned.
And now he's defacing his victims.
Isn't that what he already did?
Oh shit.
Damn.
Oh no.
Full circle.
I don't know, like, as you look at that single remaining eye, you do recall, like, rumors of people who, like, would come in here and look upon it, like, saying that, like, oh, they saw him in their, like, window or their bathroom mirror shortly after.
Oh no.
Ah, yes, I remember. If you say his names 3 times in the night, he will appear.
Welcome back.
Professor Slasher.
I just lost sound for a second.
No worries. Welcome back.
Well, I guess I'll tell the others, take a look around just in case.
Okay.
It seems like this is the work of children or miscreants, nothing in relation to the murders. But you never know.
Red herring, you say?
Oui, mon capitaine, this herring is very rouge.
I like red herrings. Kingmaker was full of them.
Yeah.
Maybe too many, though. I don't know.
Oh, so you guys just want to start looking around?
Yeah.
Yeah, just out of curiosity.
Alright.
No other
I
statues.
mean, breaking and
showing any
entering, might as well look
defacement.
around.
Any, like, things left on the ground from people who were here.
Any
Well, I mean,
writing
there
on
are
the
these,
statue?
like... There's, like, various, like, art things, but some of them, like, statues or other stuff like that would be kind of difficult to transport out of here. And would have, like, minimal artistic value.
Well, we're not looking to take anything. I was just looking to see if there's, like, any other damage or things on the ground that the vandalizers might have left.
Okay. And, I see your perceptions. Is it just you two?
Thanks.
I feel like
I rolled one
Amon
when we
was
first
with us.
came in. Do you want me to reroll?
I was there too.
Or
Yeah.
use that one?
Yeah, go ahead and reroll ones while you're inside the place.
With my bird.
Bird.
Technically, the bird has its own perception, but
Yeah,
It's a bird.
and has your ranks.
yeah, it's actually really good at perception too because it's got like some racial bonuses to it. Like its perception is actually a lot higher than mine.
Alright, so you guys don't really notice anything else like that has been, I guess, defaced or moved around or anything like that, but a couple of you do notice that there is evidence of other people maybe being in here recently, like dusty footsteps and stuff like that.
This might serve as a shelter of sorts to perhaps stragglers.
Oui. And if there were more people here, perhaps using it as a refuge, they could be in the same boat, no? We could leave a message for them.
Like what?
To let them know that not all hope is lost, that there is a cause to join.
What if that falls into the wrong hands?
Well, we could be purposely vague about with the message.
I think we need a code name or something for ourselves, or like a slogan that people who know what it means will know what it is, and people
La
who don't
resistance.
won't understand it.
No.
I think that was a
Certainement.
little bit too obvious.
Too blunt? Okay.
Yeah, a little too on the nose.
Something like "Together We Stand."
Definitely not
Which-
resisting.
Yeah, because if we have something where it's like it could be seen as like a loyalist thing, but people who know it know it's not. So you don't necessarily get in trouble for seeing it or saying it.
Well, yes, they used to call themselves the Silver Ravens, so what shall we call ourselves?
I think
Flock the government.
What? No, no, no.
Hmm.
Oh
Didn't
my
we
God,
already
I'm
do? We already
embarrassed.
did jokes like this, like
Yeah,
one
we
of the
did.
sessions
Did we?
ago.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
But we never
I
did.
don't even remember the bad like name I mentioned, but I know it was bad.
it was the woodpeckers.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah, that's
The
right.
wooden peckers.
Well, my vote is for our shit as angels, but that's just me being biased.
There's no reason why we shouldn't have several code names.
Several. You expect me to remember
Wait.
all this?
No, my Capitan. Just the one that is most important to you. Whatever sings, whatever sets fire to your soul.
Nudity?
Yeah, sure, why not?
We can be the nudists?
I'm gonna create my own rebellion with blackjack and hookers.
There you go.
In fact, forget the rebellion.
Yeah.
Leon, did you relock the door or did you leave it open?
Well, I definitely didn't leave it wide open. And, I mean, asking me that question basically makes me want to say, of course I locked the door behind me, but who fucking
No,
knows?
you didn't, because you didn't say you did.
Right. Well, I mean, I can say
roll me a percentage,
with that
Leon.
logic. All right. Percentage, here it comes. I guess since I didn't say it, I'm not wearing clothes today either. Woohoo!
I mean, I'm not.
That's fine. Okay. We'll say you locked it then. A 92 is a pretty high percentile.
It's not his first rodeo.
Yeah. I just gotta check these things. Things could happen.
Right.
If the Datari see that the doors are just open, then it's like, oh?
Right. I guess I'll write a message in the dust somewhere where it looks like there's a concentration of footprints. Unless it looks like the footprints are leading somewhere in particular.
I don't know. Do you want to try and track them?
If I'm able to, yes. Or if somebody in our group is able to.
I can try survival.
Yeah, that would also work, Kane. Kind of be thematic.
No, I don't. I mean, I see the footprint you're pointing out, but it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
That's
do
your
that skill,
footprint,
but-
Freedom.
Yeah.
I don't have survival trained, so I don't know if what I'm attempting to do is legal or not.
That's fine. It doesn't.
No,
have to be
survival
Yeah, I don't
doesn't
think you can
require.
train skill.
You don't have to be trained for it.
Yeah.
I will make it legal. Yes, I set myself up for my own joke.
That's our slogan is we will make
Make it
mint
legal?
legal.
Mint.
That's right.
Legalize mint.
Alright, so
Oh my
you
God.
start to like follow yeah. You start to follow around these footprints and you think that there's footprints from several people, not just one person. And while they seem aimless at first, it looks more like the footprints are just going around like from area to area and remaining like kind of localized in a certain pattern around the phantasmagorium, and you see eventually that they do lead in and out of the front door.
So, from what I can gather, it looks like people just kind of come in here, walk around like they're just kind of looking at the
Someone
art.
is.
I'll tell the others. It appears to be a connoisseur of the odd is coming in here on occasion to look at the exhibits. Very interesting. But stupid. but but I suppose we can leave a message for them. And I'll start, writing in the dust something.
Alright.
But after that, I don't really have any other plans while I write it. The others are free to talk and converse and plan ahead.
I'll look at the art and appreciate beauty. I get slightly distracted by it all.
Uh-oh. Hi.
Hello.
Yep.
Is it static mic? It's static mic time. Woo!
But for me.
Maybe. I don't
No.
know. I was hearing static. What are we?
If you can understand me, then.
I don't
I
know.
was saying
I don't know.
because Grim had left and rejoined again.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh.
He's
Yeah.
here now, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
he's
keeps
back.
it keeps pausing on someone's voice. I see them talking, but it doesn't show anything, or I don't hear
Oh.
anything.
That's fine. Just wait it out, because what Ventrilo does is it'll buffer the audio for you, so it'll come in, just in a
Okay.
flood. But yeah, it'll just buffer it for you.
Yeah.
He has bad internet, so this is something that he just
Assuming
tested.
he comes back. Oh yeah, that's true. If you have known internet issues, then yeah,
Yeah.
that'll happen.
Yep.
Alright, is there anything else that you guys do inside of the museum?
No. Once he's done with the message, I don't see why we would stay.
Okay. What do you guys do from there? We're getting close to 10 o'clock, so we'll probably be wrapping up in a little bit, but what do you guys do?
Set fire to the museum and do not look behind us.
Oh boy.
But obviously not.
I'm gonna stay in the museum overnight and see if the
You could.
if the wax statues come to life.
Yeah, you could.
Is there a statue of Teddy
Do you
Roosevelt
guys want to
there?
chance that?
Sounds like it's above our CR.
You know, it might be the statues that are leaving behind the footprints.
Well, fuck
Could
you.
be.
How dare you, sir?
Oh Lord. No, I don't want to stay at the statue. That sounds scary.
Yeah, that sounds scary.
I'm not willing to spend a night at a museum.
Staying in
as
the
it were.
museum full of statues as a level 1 party, that's pretty dangerous.
Yeah,
That's like inviting danger.
yeah.
Danger's my middle name.
I don't know why Amon has the same superstition that I have about statues, but he does.
It's like inviting a boat murder mystery.
Exactly. Yeah. Is there a boat in the museum, like a
Yeah,
boat
I don't know,
with wax sailors on it? Because I'm sure if there is, one of the wax statues murdered the other wax statue, and we'll have to
I mean,
fucking solve it.
Jesus. Oh no.
Last time, Kane stayed up and saw, at least a creature that was murdered. Perhaps if we
Oh
all
yeah,
stay
stayed up
out,
in the
we
middle of the
can.
night apparently is
Apparently, that's the good way to do it.
Do you guys try to do
Wait.
that? Do you guys?
I'm just saying, like, that might be the quickest way to
I don't know if
stop
we expect a
these
murder
murders.
tonight though, because it seems to be like every other night or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that late now, right? So we could sleep now and then
No.
stay up at night.
You could.
get up during the night.
Yeah.
Except for I can't see in the dark. I don't even have low light vision.
Me neither.
True.
We have
I have human
sources of
vision.
light.
Perhaps we.
I can see humans.
No, I don't know. Like we need to like bait the creature somehow.
If it seems that they are after teeth, perhaps we could go to the local dentist, go through their trash.
Maybe, but I
Maybe we can
don't think
set up a
if it were that
trap
simple, they would. Why bother with all the murder?
and disguise somebody as a tiefling to walk the alleys
Ooh.
at night.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good. There's an idea.
Set bait.
I
like that
was
one.
I was thinking about that earlier, but I did not want to put Zaya in harm's way.
Well, I wasn't saying use an actual tiefling. You have magic, yes.
Yeah.
This is true, but the magic that I have is limited to creatures like myself and Kane and Aman, Caleb, not with horns.
Okay, so why don't we buy some horns and glue them on your head? Tiefling
As long as we get
horns, eh?
myself a crate as well, then yes.
So maybe Leon, not the best to disguise.
I could be a child, no? It seems that that is not out of their target.
Do you think it prefers a child?
Probably those baby teeth.
But there was only one child out of, what, 4 missing? Or more that we
Out of
know
4 murders.
Yeah.
It's true, but I am skilled in changing my appearance.
Okay.
I would not mind being the one, since I can, how you say, attack large swaths of creatures with explosions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I volunteer.
I volunteer as tribute.
I mean, I don't think you should go alone.
Well, of course.
But of course,
Okay.
let's buy some horns.
Okay. Do you have the money to basically buy a disguise kit? Because that would facilitate what you need.
got 8
I do
gold.
not have the money to buy.
How
If
much
I
is
can
a
convert my
disguise kit?
copper and silver, I might have more.
Costs 50 gold, I believe.
50. We can probably scrounge that up between us. I have 35 gold, so that's pretty good. Gets us most of the way there.
68 copper. That's really only gonna make 6 more silver pieces.
Cormac, Kane will donate the rest. Yeah, I
Okay.
have 88 gold still.
Oh, there we go. See, he's loaded.
Oh, geez. Okay.
All right.
Wait,
So
how
your
much
guys'
are we
plan
doing?
is to. It's 50 total.
Yeah, I'll offer half, 25, if you're good doing
Okay.
the other half, Kane.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
Okay.
You guys get a disguise kit, and you're gonna. I guess who's gonna do the disguise check? Is it going to be Leon?
Yeah, Leon's gonna look in a mirror and
Yeah.
disguise
I
himself.
think so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he actually has disguise. Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. That's what you're gonna do.
So we're gonna
And I think we'll.
sleep until nighttime, I think, and then do
Yep.
it at
And then
night.
we're gonna resolve this next week. But let me give you guys your experience, and this should be enough to level you guys.
Yes, barely.
So you guys can go into this as level 2.
I guess we didn't have a single combat today. Dang.
No, but you
That's
guys had
fine, though.
experience
It's
for
still good.
following rumors and stuff and interacting with people.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet.
Yep, it's one of
Yes.
those more of the roleplay sessions.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
fine
like
with
that
me.
sometimes though.
Yeah, it's good.
So now
I didn't even realize we didn't have combat until now. So.
all of my saves just went up +3.
Hot
Yeah,
damn.
because you get the
Yay!
whatchamacallit,
Get
the
Charmed
divine,
Life.
what was it?
Paladin things.
Or whatever it's called. Divine
You don't-
Grace.
Divine
what I
health or
did?
something.
Yes,
Get divine
yeah.
grace.
Oh no! I get intimidating prowess. Add your strength bonus to your intimidate checks.
Nice.
+4 to intimidate. Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, I know I'll
My-
definitely be
I
putting
get
another point in
16.
disguise.
At level
I
2.
get almost nothing
I can lay
from
on hands now too.
the.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yay, lay on hands. That's one of the best paladin features.
You
Yeah, I get
extra
almost
spells, though,
nothing.
Pluto.
Now you
I
become
learned-
tanky.
I learned 2 new spells, and I can prepare an extra cantrip and an extra level 1 spell every day. But other than that,
Yeah, that's,
I don't get
significant.
anything. Level 3 is a really big jump though. You get a feat.
That's when you get level 2 spells.
Because
2
I'm reading a
spells,
book
yeah.
on tiefling and stuff, I'm gonna kind of start learning the language.
Yep, learn Infernal.
Have Infernal, yeah.
Yeah.
I better do the level up.
Or
now
Abyssal,
before
because
too late.
What do they
demon
use
spawn,
more?
they're also tieflings. Well, Infernal is going to
I
be more
would
common around
say
here.
Infernal.
Okay, then I'll
Yeah.
do Infernal.
Because that's just because it's Cheliax, but if it's like tieflings in other places, it might be Abyssal more often.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Matt, at this level, would I get half rounded up or half rounded down health?
We're doing average, which I think is half rounded down. So you don't get basically like
It's max at level
as a
1,
fighter, max level 1, and it's 5.5 every level. But because it's a 0.5, we have to round down, so it'd still be 5 health. But next level, you add
It'd be
another
6, right?
5.5, and you'd basically combine it to be the 0.5s to be
Okay.
1 more, so it'd be 6.
Yep, got it. So I believe Slayer's D10.
Yeah, they are.
correct.
You're a pretty healthy boy.
Yeah, I get up to 18 plus con is 20 plus fate.
When we do get into combats, I'll be sure to try to bang you around a bit.
Pretty good.
Bang it.
I
I've only
think
really
I'm
been
doing
hurting
special for
secret.
My favorite class.
Yeah.
That crocodile is pretty scary.
Nah.
Yeah, well, I mean, for somebody else, like, they potentially could have just died from that. And-
If it had gone for me instead, I probably would have just died.
Yeah.
Well, it did go for you after Freedom got out of the way, but it missed.
But that crit,
It
if it
missed
would have
on me,
crit anybody else.
If it hit me, I would have just died probably. It would've been
Yeah.
bad.
Nice.
Okay. So Slayer. I do get a talent also. Oh, that's my talent is the intimidating prowess. And then I get heavy armor proficiency. No, that's level 3. Okay, yeah. Yeah. This is level 4 and 5. Really level 5 is where things start getting interesting when I
Well,
take
we're
signature
probably...
skill.
You guys should be level 5 by the end of this book. So
And then
that's probably what you'll start book
Yeah.
2 at.
Hell Knight earliest when I want Hell Knight is level 7. I think I told you that, but that is the build I have.
And that'll
planned
be
out,
like,
but I can obviously adjust if I need.
and if it happens, it should happen around then.
Okay, yeah, because like level 6 is the earliest I could do it, per the archetype. But at level 6, I really need to get my talent and extra, and I also get extra sneak attack dice. But then 7, that is the golden time. So hopefully we can find Octavio in the next 5, 6, 8, 10 sessions.
Mm-hmm.
No, Drew, you're gonna have to just tell your game master if it's poison, I get a bonus.
Okie doke.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wish there was a. That's one thing that I do like
Save
about
notes.
in Roll20 is you can put the little like save notes, conditional modifiers in there where it just shows it under your roll all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But
Where are those save notes?
they aren't.
They're not in
They're
here.
They're not in
don't
here.
exist.
Is what we're
That
saying.
was
only
in
Roll20.
Roll20. Yeah.
Oh,
We wish
gotcha.
they were in here. Dang, I
Yeah.
still have a 0.
I mean, like, you could
GM
make an
space.
effect for yourself that you put on yourself that says, like, +4 versus poison, but it won't add it, but I might see it.
And it won't show it when you roll, so it's like.
No, but if I'm looking at the combat tracker or on his token, I might see the effect.
I think honestly, it's
Yeah, maybe.
like
I don't know. I
way
always
more
just say
time
it.
consuming to do like all that
Yeah.
extra stuff.
This,
Yeah. So
just try to
save it,
remember
yeah.
and let me know.
Yeah, I'll remember. It's a pretty eponymous thing as far as alchemists go, like as poison resistance.
Why did I close that tab? I actually need. I
Yeah.
need my bird. I need to update the bird.
Okay.
Birdie.
Bird gets more
Lair
hit points as
talent
well.
Oh, I'll update my sheet next week. But
becomes ranger style.
I actually did a lot of work in preparation for tonight because I knew that there were like multiple different directions you guys could have gone with like what you wanted to
Yeah.
Yeah,
do
so now you have
Right,
lots
yeah.
of stuff prepared for all the stuff.
Thanks
we
for
do.
taking the time for that.
That is the nice
Well,
thing. 'cause I
luckily
did
you
that-
guys did a lot of this already. Like these rumor mill like quest missions like aren't terribly long themselves, but yeah, you guys are basically at the point where you're ready to resolve this.
Yeah, I think so.
You guys have a
Just
plan
catch the
to try and
creature and
get these things.
act.
Then you guys have a pretty good idea of what you're up against.
seems like it.
I think it's
Unless
tooth
we're
fairies.
wrong.
Yeah. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna intimidate the swarm.
You guys might not know
don't know if it'll work,
exactly,
but-
but you know what they're capable of.
If they're so small that I can't affect them with physical attacks, it's gonna be kind of.
You know that there's a lot of them. You know that they're
Yeah.
able to fly, and that they're somehow able to like keep their
able to open
victims
windows?
from basically from fighting. So if that helps you guys make any decisions with your level up, then that's good.
Yeah, not really.
I'm a paladin. I don't get to make decisions. I
I'm
only
just gonna
get to
be
level
screwed.
up. I guess I decided to learn a language. There we go.
Yeah, it's skill ranks.
Next level, though, I start getting my shared defenses, so that'll be fun.
Yep. Level Pathfinder, yay.
Level
I
2
think for my new
sucks just as
spells,
much
I'm
as level
picking
1
up-
does, but not as much.
Yeah, level 2 for wizards you don't get very much. So I just picked up some new utility spells. I picked up Mind Link, which I can use to swiftly communicate a large amount of complex information in an instant, which I think could end up being useful. So you can like share a memory with someone basically.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Like you communicate a large amount of information what would otherwise be communicated in 10 minutes within an instant. So I think that theoretically could end up being useful. It's fairly narrow, but I don't know, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I already got like the key ones I wanted, so it's kind of like just pick. And the other one I picked up was sort of like Disguise Self, except that it's not an illusion effect. It's a transmutation effect called False Face. and you can't be you can't be very specific with it. But what it does is it just alters your appearance so that you no longer are recognizable as yourself, and it lasts for hours per level.
Yeah, you could kind of make yourself look like another race or something.
Yeah, or like you look like a different human. Like you don't look like yourself though. And you can use it to you can choose an appearance you previously used. So you can't necessarily use it to like sculpt a specific appearance, but I can use it to like it does say you can use it to make an appearance you've already used with the same spell and in order to maintain a specific identity. So I think that spell, I mean it's from the book Heroes of the High Court, so it's made for an intrigue kind of game, I think.
That's the
But,
kind
yeah.
of spell someone wants if they've never been able to grow a natural mustache.
Sure. But yeah, hours per level.
Nature
like,
said no, but then I turned to magic, and now I have
Yeah.
a fabulous mustache.
So disguise self will still be good if I need to disguise myself as a specific person, but otherwise, like this spell would be really useful if I don't want.
I mean,
I
that would
don't
be
want
pretty
people to
good
know
because
who I
especially
am.
if you're like out and about in the daylight in the public, you can have your disguise on, and then that way you're kind of like a vigilante without being a vigilante.
Kind of, yeah. Or if something goes wrong at some point during the campaign and I'm like wanted, I'd be able to still operate within the city. And then since I'm a tribe wizard, False Face is a personal spell, but
Yeah,
I
you
can
could do
just
it
put
to
it
other people.
I can actually do it to other people. I'll be like, hey, you want me to like make you look different?
Yeah,
Does
so
that work on
normally,
Asmars?
Yes. It doesn't say anything about needing to be on humanoid. It just says range personal. So yeah, as
So
long
you
as
can
I
make my
can
skin
tribal bond with
glisten
you.
even more.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Well, no, because I can't actually determine what it does specifically. So it might, but it might not.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one just
You'll be a
randomizes.
different pretty boy.
This
But will I be
this
prettier?
spell basically is like when you're playing Skyrim and you just hit the randomize button.
Oh,
Like that's what this spell does. It
no.
randomizes
So
your
you'll
face.
probably get uglier.
You'll probably get worse. It'll probably be
Oh,
ugly.
shit.
Yeah. It's not useful for making yourself look
I
better. It's
appreciate
useful
randomized buttons, but for character creation, when it comes to like the design of the model, no. Names,
Oh, I love
traits,
it.
abilities, sure.
I
love
randomize.
that.
I don't care usually.
You know what my favorite thing, actually, one of my favorite things in back
I
when
just use basic
Champions
templates.
Online was their character creator is just hitting the randomize button and seeing what sort of monstrosities that the random generator could make. I love
Yeah.
that shit.
I don't like nobody's looking at the character's face, right? So like whenever I'm making a character, all I care about is the physique and its hair. That's it. Nothing else. Don't give a shit.
Don't give a shit about the ass. Just leave that all to the default.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, and
Dang, you
all
guys
I
have
got
low
this
HP.
level. All I got this level was
Well, it's
You got a
dreaded.
style though,
rough.
right?
yeah, the archery.
It's rough because I
And
only got
I did the dreaded precise shot.
or,
The
yeah, I got
2
3
feet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
First 2 feet are like
That's
yeah,
kinda what you
they're
have to
required.
do.
one. Yeah.
They're the required archery
Wait,
feats.
because you're
yeah.
an archer.
That's
Yeah.
one of the feat
right,
taxes.
right. You're right. Your class dropped the free feat, right? Because an archer,
No, it's
you get
still
access
I still
to
get.
the feat for free.
I'm an urban ranger.
So the archetype
Yeah, I still
drops
get.
that.
No, the
No,
ranger
it
can
doesn't.
pick up precise shot without point blank. Like you could pick.
Okay, yeah,
You
yeah.
can pick without prereqs. You
Yep.
still have that. It's just you don't get that till level 2. You don't get the style feats until level 2. So that's why you didn't have it before,
Yeah.
probably.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
He's
no,
like, I don't need to pick.
Rangers
yeah, I
don't
don't
get
need
a
to pick
bonus
up.
feat at level 1.
Yeah, and you don't
They
need to
only
pick
get-
up point blank.
They only get 1 feat
But
at level
still,
1.
you
Yeah.
can't do
It's
that
humans
at level 1.
that get that bonus feat. A lot of times I play a ranger that's human, just so I can get that
you
extra
can just
feat.
go point blank,
It'll-
precise shot
yeah,
at level
point-
1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can just pick something else up with the ranger combat style feat, like rapid shot or something.
Yeah.
Secret, what
It's
are you
all
doing
good.
with your favorite
Duh.
class bonus
No, I got that.
or thing? Are you doing favorite class bonus? You doing an extra skill rank or what?
Who?
I'm
You.
just doing hit points.
Because
Favorite class.
You-
Asmar can get resistances, right? Favorite class bonus.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming she's just doing hit points.
She said she was
Oh!
gonna do hers
Oh,
later.
that,
Too
yeah.
low.
She's leveling up later. She
You should
said.
have 13 hit points if you did favorite class at level 1.
No, I'm not. I'm probably not going to be doing hit points. I'll probably be giving myself resistance.
Extra resistance?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Oh, wait, you can do resistances?
Paladins can.
Asmar
Well, it's
can.
because
well,
it's
Asmar paladin.
it's a special
Oh,
thing for
that's
Aasimar
broken.
paladins.
That's so
Yep.
busted.
Every race has like a special kind of like third option for favorite class bonuses, but it always depends on your race class combo.
Right. There's a chart when you look at the race. You can scroll down to the bottom, and there'll be a chart of like. No, not
So
the race.
for
The classes.
half-elves-
There should be a chart that shows.
Yeah. Your
What
Asmar
is
one
your
gives you
bonus?
bonus to morale, auras, whatever. That.
Yeah. I'm not gonna.
What are you guys doing?
Hey,
that.
it's Max.
Yeah, we're actually
Yeah.
wrapping up for tonight, but
We
yeah.
finished,
Oh, I think he
so-
knows. He was probably watching
would
on
be a
the
good
Twitch
time for
streams,
games.
and he was like, "They're done. Time to log in." I think that's what happened
Yeah,
here.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, so for your favorite class bonus on Slayer for a half elf, you could get yourself a one half bonus to bluff checks, to feint, and
Yeah,
diplomacy
I saw
checks
that.
to gather
It's, like,
information.
Garbage.
Not great.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
good, but like that's my
It
character.
depends on what
does
you're
not
doing, but
have
with your
bluff.
with your specific character, it doesn't help you very much. Yeah. Max, did you get the Tan Republic? Was that did that
Yeah.
delivery go fine?
Yeah,
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and
Alright.
end our stream now.
Yeah, and
I ended up
I
saying,
can leave Fantasy Grounds on for people still leveling.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
all
I'm still
done.
I'm all
leveling.
leveled.
Yeah, I ended up
Won't be
staying
too
late at
long.
work to make sure that Max got his Tan Republic.